like a serenade. Every word you say has me falling more and more in love with you. Like a pretty beat, you are oh so sweet. Every day is sunny, tastes like honey. Feel so alive, take me back to the hive. There's a garden where I go. If you meet me there, no one will know. In the springtime, in the sun, we can be alone without anyone. All the butterflies and the birds keep a secret, no they won't say a word. But they watch us and they know, and they're happy as they see our love grow. We'll sit for a while as I drink in your smile. It feels like a dream that's come true. My head starts to buzz and my heart fills with love over you. Baby, can't you see you could be with me? We could live inside a garden of ecstasy. You could be my queen, I could be your dream. Our lives like a fantasy, maybe set me free. Let me be your bumblebee. Now the flowers are in bloom, and you chased away my darkness and gloom. When the wind blows through the trees, and your voice is like a song in the breeze. My doubts disappear every time that you're near. Clouds seem to run from the sky. The thought of your kiss sends my soul into bliss. I get high. Baby, can't you see you could be with me? We could live inside a garden of ecstasy. You could be my queen, I could be your dream. Our lives like a fantasy, maybe set me free. Let me be, yeah. Like a serenade, every word you say has me falling more and more in love with you. Like a pretty beat, you are oh so sweet. Every day is sunny, tastes like honey. Feel so alive, take me back to the hive.
Howdy, 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 and meowdy! Happy Wednesday, Catfish. I hope you're all having a fantastic start to your Wednesday. Morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time zone it may be. I'm having a pretty good start to mine. Nice and relaxing. My Twitch paycheck came in yesterday, so we now have some emotes cooking. I can't say exactly when they'll be ready, but emotes are cooking. They will be here eventually. I am excited. I also commissioned some art, which it's gonna turn out real good. And I still have enough left over that I can treat myself to a trip to the mall tomorrow to get a Labubu or something. Which I'm excited. It's nice having extra money left over just to spoil myself. Anywho, on today's schedule, we originally were going to play Resident Evil 3. But I don't quite want to spend $40 on that. So we're gonna set that aside for now and play it at a later point. And instead, today we are going to play Monster Prom, which it is a really good game. You are a monster at a high school, and there's a bunch of other monsters, and you can try to get one to go to prom with you, and it's fun. You can do voice acted. It has a little bit of voice acting itself, namely like sounds like it's not like fully voice act, but each of the characters has their own sort of voice they were given. Still, it's a fun game. It's really good. I still need to pick up the newest game, Monster Con, which I've heard good things about. But today we're going to enjoy the first one. And before we get into the game, we do need our daily medical tidbit. And today we are gonna talk about ADHD, which is, it's something a lot of people deal with. It's common. It's really common, honestly. And a lot of people spend not most of their life, but a good part of their life unaware that they deal with it until they manage to get tested. And it's like, oh, I have this. That explains so much. I have ADHD. As do many friends of mine, many people I know have ADHD. It's basically your brain firing off in ways that make it so it's harder for you to focus. You get distracted easily. You tend to have a lot of energy, but it's hard to put that energy towards any one thing just because you're so easily distracted. You might start focusing on a project and then immediately lose focus because something else draws your attention. And it can be annoying. Like going unmedicated, it's definitely a little bit annoying. Well, a lot of it annoying, more than a little bit. Because you're stuck with a brain that wants to focus on one thing but is unable to because it keeps focusing on about 100 other things. And so it's hard to get anything done. Then you learn that, oh, there's a name for this, what I'm suffering through, that it's not the end of the world, that you can take meds about it, or you could just learn methods of helping you focus and not get so distracted. And yeah, like meds do help. Like there's like the ever well-known Ritalin, a stimulant That's stimulant meds tend to be you take it like once or twice a day and it helps you during the day. But then there's other meds called selective norepinephrine reuptake inhibitors. That's a spicy name. But it's basically a med that makes it so the neurotransmitter thingamabobs in your brain aren't reabsorbing these neurotransmitters so fast, meaning the neurotransmitter lingers around for longer and has more time to actually work and do stuff. And norepinephrine has been linked to tension and energy and stuff. So like having more of that around means it's easier for you to actually focus on one thing or a small handful of things. Which it's neat that we figured out what these things in our brains do, and we found a way to make it so they can work longer. And like, I'm not a complete expert on all of these things, but I know a lot about it because it's interesting. I just like to research it. And it does turn out that caffeine tends to help people with ADHD because the caffeine, it works like the stimulant meds like Ritalin. It increases the dopamine in the brain, which works with increasing norepinephrine to help you focus and be more productive. So if you like coffee or tea or gamer subs or soda, and you especially drink the ones that have caffeine in it, that'll help you a lot. Like I'm always sipping on a can of soda or some gamer subs or something because it's tasty and the caffeine helps me stay awake and it also helps me focus with my meds, which is a yay. Anywho, that was today's little medical tidbit on ADHD and how it can mess with the brain. So now, let us get into the prom. This should be fun. I adore this game series. We bop and we bop. And yeah, my head movements might seem a little stiff. I kind of tweaked some settings and it messed up some things, so I need to fix that off stream. It shouldn't be too hard to fix. I could use the eye patch today. The eye patch is cute. Let's see, Monster Prom. Yeah, there's 4 of these games so far. There's Monster Prom, then they released the second term DLC, which adds more characters in you can romance. There's Monster Camp, which is summer camp. Then there's Monster Road Trip. And then Monster Con, which is a convention. Also, whoa, Nelly, this is immediately loud. Okie dokie, let's see. I think I just need to tweak body rotation so that I don't rotate so much when I turn my head. I can tweak that real quick. Let's turn that to 0.2. Should be better. Okay, game does seem a little quiet. Yeah, this jumps from quiet to very loud quite quickly. So we can just tweak it as we go. Voice.
Let's go. Sweet.
Sweet. Full screen, of course. Display on our main monitor. Player effect on. Language English. Bam, bam, bam. And yes, these little icons are some of the monsters you can romance and play as. Bam, bam, bam.
Yay.
Yay! And also, you can play this with multiple people, up to 4 players, and each person basically works towards their own ending they want. Honestly, if it only takes an hour, we could do a run of first term and second term easy. Because I do have an appointment in the afternoon, but it's not going to... But it's not until later in the afternoon. Spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. And of course, we're going to be Frankenstein's monster chick, aka Blue. Well, her actual name is Vicky. Today we're Penny. And you can also give each of them pronouns, like she, obviously. Let's go. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the monster prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Randa Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam de Lioncourt, 4XX, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork.
Yay.
Polly Geist, 22, question mark, a party goat with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean-spirited, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds were rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Let's go. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, trademark, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. You build a 100-foot statue commemorating an event so that in 1,000 years, archaeologists can learn something about the people of our time. What does the statue represent? Hey, that mind-blowing twist in your favorite TV show that clearly changed the life of everyone forever, unlike all the boring stuff they show on the news. Or B, your least favorite political figure, being devoured by rabid rhinoceri which are also covered in badass tattoos. Or C, that glorious instant when your friend stopped you from texting embarrassing stuff to your ex while hella drunk. C, so fun. If you had to have sex with an animal, which animal would it be? A purebred horse. At least I can keep his semen and sell it. It's worth a lot. Who said there was no silver lining to bestiality? Oh goodness. No one can make me fuck an animal. If I fucked an animal, it'd be of my own free will. As a matter of fact, I already have fucked an animal, so the joke's on you, pal. A dolphin. They're the only other animal that fucks just for pleasure, so at least we can both do our best to have a good time, right? Maybe the dolphin? Oh god, it says fuck buddies for life. Oh my god. So fun. If you were an ice cream, which flavor would you be? Double creme de la gruyere in meringues, rainbows and gummy bears, meat, spicy chocolate, no, chocolate on fire, success, or tequila and coke, winky face. I mean, spicy chocolate sounds good. I like a little heat. If you set the chocolate on fire, it's probably not going to taste as good. Let's go. We have 7 smarts, 5 boldness, 3 creativity, 4 charm, 9 fun, and 5 money. And this also shows you what stat each of these builds up, depending on where you go. So you have 6 weeks, 3 sections per day, morning, afternoon, evening. And then you have prom. In that 6 weeks, you have to have wooed your chosen person. So, of course, we're going after Damien. I like Damien. Bathrooms, why not? That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms, because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You gave 0 shits, but you gained 2 boldness. Later, you, Polly, and Damien are practicing batting, which is stealing bath and hiding them in people's lockers. But all that well-intentioned fun and games is interrupted by a blinding flash of light. There you are. Exactly the monsters we wanted to see. Well, needed, not wanted. These guys again? They never want to do anything fun. We're not trying to ruin your fun, we're just trying to save your world. Univertica is planning an attack. So boring. Why am I even subjecting my ears to this bullshit? I'm going back to hell. Yes, that's what we need. Our partner on this mission, Rabaru, died right after discovering Univertica's weakness. We need someone to speak to her spirit. Not it. Not it. Damn it. I said it almost at the same time. But I'm allergic to helping. This is a serious health issue. But I'm prettier, so I shouldn't have to do anything ever. Guys, seriously? The world will end if you don't help us. We don't care who, but one of you needs to step up. Whatever. Just let the world end already. Then I won't have to take my midterms. I'm with Polly on this one. Midterms suck. Helping people sucks. Good luck with whatever you said your problem was. Well, the problem is the world ending. You're pretty sure nobody wants that. But you don't really want to help either. Time to impress one of your classmates by forcing the other one to go help. No, Polly, saving the world is a great way to get free drugs and alcohol.
Cool.
Free drugs and alcohol? I guess I could help you out. But I'm not wasting my whole day on this.
Always the same with you.
How is this a waste of a day? The world will otherwise end. What is wrong with you people? Polly bounces up to commune with the spirits. The coven exchange cautiously optimistic glances. Yo, good job cynically manipulating Polly's desire so I didn't have to go. You're going to hell for sure, damn straight. You aim to please. After a moment, Polly returns. Rabaru is the bomb.com. He totally had an impromptu undead dance party in the spirit world and it was wicked. That's great, I guess. But did you learn Univerticus' weakness? Oh yeah, duh, it's penicillin. He's highly allergic. Penicillin! Of course, we should have known. Great, cool, awesome. Now scram before I summon like 20 more demons to replace the one you're fighting.
We must save the world.
I truly do not understand how you can be so unconcerned about the fate of the world. You're all bad people, seriously. The coven disappears, leaving you, Polly, and Damien to not give any kind of fucks about the universe, just the way you like it. You gain +2 boldness and +1 fun. Howdy, howdy, Key. Welcome, welcome.
Let's go.
Let's see.
What's up?
Welcome to my little shop. Buy some shit. I have shit that'll boost your stats, shit that'll lead you into stupid new adventures, even some shit that might be much needed at some very specific moments, so take a look. A Russian novel with an insightful approach to universal matters such as love and death. A corpse. Blanket with 2 holes. Literally just a white blanket with 2 eye holes on it. You'd have to be an idiot to mistake this for a ghost costume, but most of our classmates are idiots. Sexy fake Latin accent. Why? The hottest thing is being yourself, honey, but a Latin accent is a close second, to be honest. I don't want to buy anything right now. My stuff isn't good enough for you? Not cool. You know what? Maybe you aren't good enough for my stuff either.
Let's go.
Okay, let's see, yeah, let's go to the library. I want money. That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. Let's go. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose -10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares, and you gain +2 money. You notice Scott and Damien waving their phones in each other's faces and decide to take a look. As you get closer, you realize you're discussing Pokemon's Go, the mobile game based on the hit television show Pocket Humans.
Awesome, bro.
Whoa, you've got a Walter Jacobs? Those are so rare.
Fucking metal.
You bet your ass I do. And check it out, his fiscal responsibility stat is 11. He's a fucking beast at doing his taxes. Taxes gross. I heard he's lactose intolerant though. Haha, yeah. I feed him nothing but cheese pieces to fuck with him. He hates it. That's not very nice. I'm super nice to my Leslie Dunbar. Fuck you. You got Leslie Dunbar, the queen of insurance liability management? Yeah, I had to trade 2 mini Babcocks and a Jared Fogle. Oh my god, Jared Fogle? That's a callback and a half. To get her, but it was so worth it. That's nothing. You've got a Pokemon so rare it'll send them both into shock. You whip out your phone and show them your Scab the Rent-A-Car sex murderer. Now this is what I'm talking about. I didn't even know they made Pokemons like this. What type is this? Criminal type? Why the fuck did nobody tell me this is in the game? Oh, Damien, calm down. You're shaking your phone and it's upsetting Walter Jacobs. Fuck Walter Jacobs. I'm getting myself a Scabs rent-a-car and he's gonna murder all my other Pokemans. Yo, I'd offer to trade you my whole roster for that mean son of a bitch, but all my Pokemons are obviously lame as hell. Hell is pretty lame. Why do you think I'm up here all the time? Tell you what, I'll beat up the loser of your choice, free of charge, if you hook me up with that mighty bastard. Why not? You never know when a free beatdown might come in handy. You lose 1 Scabs rent-a-car, but you gain +2 creativity and +1 boldness. Let's go. Stonks. The stonks are rising.
Let's go.
Ba-da-da. We have more money. Let's go.
Show me that money.
Shouldn't you be out there trying to romance a classmate or something? Anyway, welcome. Oh, I could have got a bag of regular cocaine if I had money. Or had more money. Good old cocaine. In these times of weird experimental substances with horrible side effects, cocaine has become the new vanilla of drugs. Penguin mask. You want this, you sick pervert? I had no idea you appreciated a good old reverse Romanian Wilkinson. I must admit, it's kinda hot you're into that kinky shit. Eh? High school social life is so hard nowadays that hiring a PR agent is totally a thing. Ugh, that's disgusting. You know, for good old blood rituals, or in case you're just a creep with unhealthy obsessions, don't even dare ask me how I got this. Okay, we're not buying anything. You get that the whole point of running a business is like this is to sell stuff to people, right? I think you're missing the point, sweetheart. That was nasty.
Let's go.
Let's chill with Vera and Damien. You find Vera sitting in front of a pile of money instead of food, as usual. Damien comes over and drops his own money pile on the table and also some organs.
Oh,
Hmm.
not bad.
Not bad. But I prefer to exert a little less effort for my income. A dejected swamp creature slumps over to the table and adds some money to Vera's pile. Income? You mean this stuff? This is just what people throw at me to get them to stop punching them. And this is what people throw at me to keep me from revealing what kind of porn they're into. Ooh? But I agree. Money is only secondary. The frowns on their faces are still their own reward. Still, I'm always looking to improve efficiency. Have you tried developing business contacts in hell? Your victims will be even more terrified if they know death won't save them. Yeah, but that doesn't work in the undead. With those, you need a priest. Priest? You know how my family feels about priests? I'm sick of terrorizing people one at a time. There's gotta be a way to terrorize everybody in the cafeteria at once. Make money at the same time. I'm sure there is. That is, after all, the essence of capitalism. We're gonna trick everything in the cafeteria into having an orgy and film it. Blackmail. Simple, elegant, raunchy. I like your style. How are you going to trick a whole room full of people into having an orgy? Don't tell me you don't know how to do that. Is this something you do all the time? Is this something you don't do all the time? I thought you were a prince of hell. Yeah, but I'm a prince of the Bernie part of hell, not the sexy part of hell. That explains it. Well, to answer your question, this is a room full of high schoolers. A slight breeze could instigate an orgy. Although the succubus sausage snuck into the sloppy joes won't hurt either. It certainly doesn't. You, Vera, and Damien retreat to a safe distance to film the sexy carnage and avoid the fluids. Yeah, this is that kind of game. It's great. Oh, that doesn't get us more money, that gets us shopping. I kind of just want more money, so we're gonna Outdoors? That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there were like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. Lizard. You're hanging out with two of the baddest asses you know. Generally being bad in asses, when suddenly a masked villain bursts in and threatens you. I have been waiting a long time for this confrontation, he says. Following you, hunting you, waiting for the perfect moments, and now prepare to meet your doom and pay for all that you've done to me. Holy shit, I've never done anything wrong to anyone ever. I have no idea who this could be. I've done so many things wrong to so many people, I have no idea which one you could be. Wonder no more, says the masked villain and rips his mask off. Oh my god. Of course, it's that guy. The one from, you totally know this guy, right, Damien? Never seen this dude before. He must have beef with Penny. I have beef with all of you, tiny fools. It is I, Univertica Jr. Oh, of course, Univertica Jr. No clue. You collaborated with your 3 best friends to destroy my father. Scott, Vera, and Miranda? No way, he means Liam, Coach, and Alfred. I mean Faith, Hope, and Joy. I have no idea who the fuck those people are. Yeah, literally never heard of them. Puny mortals. They are classmates of yours who formed a coven. Oh, the coven? They have names? Yeah, I definitely always think of them as pretty much one entity. Oh yeah, right. At one time they made us talk to their dead friend Rabaru to get the secret to killing some lame villain, and it turned out he was allergic to penicillin, right? What was that dude's name? Univertica, and I'm Univertica Jr., and now you will pay. Seems like you've really pissed this bad guy off. Luckily, you watch fiction. You know how this shit goes down. Thinking quickly, you... Take this opportunity to reveal your real plan. If you're only befriending the Coven to betray them. Wahahaha. Just befriending the Coven to betray them, eh? Univertica Jr. chuckles. A likely story, that's what they all say. Quick, if you're really not best friends with the Coven, what's your favorite color? Black, duh. Wrong, it was a trick question. Faith's favorite color is green, Joy's favorite color is purple, and Hope's favorite color is blue. They're individuals, people. How hard is that to grasp? I don't know, man. They really do just read as one person to me. One person I can't wait to help Penny betray, obviously. I knew it. I knew you were in league with the enemy. You were far too desperate to get in our plan. As far as you can recall, you desperately tried to avoid helping them? And way too eager to help, and now we find you in league with Univertica Jr. Prepare to be attacked. The Coven begins readying themselves for a magical attack. Univertica Jr. cackles maniacally. You think I will believe this paltry display? This fight is clearly staged. I will believe Penny is not in league with the Coven. Prepare to be attacked. At this point, Univertica Jr. draws his sword and begins attacking you as you dodge spells and hexes from the Coven. Polly and Damien, being the great friends they are, cackle hysterically as you're attacked from all sides and then bolt. You survive, ultimately, when all 4 of them are distracted by the sword of the ice cream wizard truck. Turns out people on all sides of the fight are of good versus evil like frozen treats. They also like beating you up and embarrassing you in front of your friends and making you lose -2 smarts and 1 boldness. Cringe. Very cringe.
Let's go.
Let's see. Okay, where do we go to get money? Library. Stonks. That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs, mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency, but you guess that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain +2 bitcoins, which is equal to +$2 million, which is unfortunately equal to +2 monster dollars, so +2 money. You hear a cry of anguish. Sounds like several of your friends getting their asses kicked at a video game, and it is. You find Scott, Damien, Liam, and the Slayer. They're playing Federation of Fables, the infamous super competitive MOBA. They spot you. Oh boy.
Yo!
Hey, you, Penny. We need your help. We can't let these noobs win. It's true. This is so serious that we put our feud aside to team up against a greater evil. 13-year-old brats that think they're better than us at FOF. Oh god, these guys are playing League? Gross. We were kicking their asses, but their jungler used a super special kill on our maze that cursed him to roam the desert for 40 years. In real life. FOF developers are crazy as fuck. This game is insane. Yeah. We need to destroy their base soon or we'll lose. Or, you can trust me. I'm playing Wally Rex the Dino Diplomat. I'm in negotiations with one of them. If we reach an agreement, the senseless bloodbath will end in a peaceful truce. We need to destroy their base before Liam does his lame diplomatic thing. I'm Joel the Hole Digger. I'm digging holes to see what happens. I might find a bone. That won't help us in any way, Wolf Boy. Not if I can't find a super cool bone. Come on, Penny, join this alliance. Let's fight the good fight. Now, it all comes down to making the right choice. Which absurd character will be the game changer in this match? Gary, the game developer, mighty creator of entertainment. Gary, that's a super risky choice, dude. Developing a game isn't a fun task. There's lots of risks and uncertainty. It is not a wise career to choose. Look at him. He's hiding in a bush while developing video games. Not smart. Go, Gary. Fuck. Here the team's Ibs and the Viking bastard was approaching the bush where Gary is. Everyone knows Vikings are strong against game developers. Ah, Ibsen has 2 battle axes. I don't think Gary is resistant to battle axes. I can't watch this bloodbath. Clearly, Gary's dreams of creating a successful independent video game didn't include facing a Viking with a thirst for blood. Well, Gary's no longer a game developer. Now he's just a bloody carcass in a pool of his own excrement. I guess life is always full of unexpected twists. And we lost. I guess pretending you could help us was stupid of us. Yeah, almost as stupid as you choosing a game developer to play. Well, thanks for asking me to play League. Like I would ever have any interest in playing League. They leave. You feel so bad you don't know if you'd rather be the one roaming the desert for 40 years. Nope. This feels bad, but still better than the roaming death thing. Still, you lose 2 fun and 1 smarts. Cringe. Like, League of Legends is gross.
Let's go.
Listen, Penny, you can totally sit with us. I just hope you didn't bring a gun to a bazooka fight. Yeah, we're showing off our best flasks. Well, not the best flask exactly, but the best contents. Good god. Are literal actual flasks of alcohol open and allowed in the school cafeteria? Are there no rules? Apparently not, because Polly starts setting a series of flasks down on the table. Okay, so this is beer, my WC wine, whiskey, ethyl alcohol, the soul of an infant. Ha, weak. This is radioactive absinthe. This is fire, and this is literal poor life choices. Amazing. Okay, but this one has another smaller flask inside. It is the ultimate flask. They could probably go on like this for God's damn ever. Maybe you can cut in with the craziest thing of all. But think carefully of whom you want to impress with your flask contents. Get ready for the most hardcore, badass thing. This flask contains an ancient genie that grants you 3 wishes, but I'm totally drinking it because I don't give a fuck. I grant my own damn wishes. Yep, you're right. Hardcore. So hardcore. You could ask for anything: wealth, power, immortality, a free pass for teachers to ignore bad behavior forever and let you do whatever the fuck you want without supervision. But instead, you're just gonna drink the genie? It's like you've drunk from my poor life choices flask, and I love it. I didn't even know you could drink a genie. You and Damien pop open the flask and drink the genie together. It's definitely just water, but Damien seems to drink so much alcohol and energy drinks that he's literally forgotten what water tastes like. Normally, you'd say that couldn't possibly be healthy, but fuck it. He's a demon from hell. He can probably do whatever. What a glorious bonding experience. Yay. He pretended to drink a genie.
Let's go.
Let's get some more money. That day, you spent some time on the library's PCs, playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision, but who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gain +2 money. Later, you see Damien packing a bag. I'm going away for the weekend. To detention. I have fucking detention again. Why? Just because I rigged the teacher's lounge door with booby traps and poured sulky piss at whoever opened it. I mean, I didn't even set anything on fire this time. Let me spill the tea. This school is strict as fuck. Anyway, just brainstorming some ways to keep things entertaining beyond fucking ditching. Do it. Do it. Just fucking ditch. Do it. Damn, why didn't I think of that? I mean, I just did, but I didn't consider it as a serious option. If I skip detention, what are they going to do? Give me detention? I can do anything. Make a bonfire out of the desk, jerk off into the potions,
Fucking metal.
and I'll just skip detention forever and wreak as much havoc as I want. Fuck yeah, havoc. Well, you may have created a monster, but at least he's your monster. You gain +2 smarts and +1 boldness. Let's go. Screw detention. Detention can suck a fart.
Let's go.
He may or may not have jorked his penis into the potion.
What's up?
Welcome to my little shop. Buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats, shit that will lead you into stupid new adventures, even some shit that might be much needed at some very specific moments. Nothing new. Cringe. Also, this is still disgusting. A tampon used by the former prom queen. Yeah. Yeah, this is... It's an interesting game. It's fun. A fake badass tattoo? It has flames and a skull and even a knife. With this, you can murder your enemies, go to prison, make everyone your bitch, and then go murder them too, and go to some kind of super prison. Street cred +9,000. So you just came here to say hi? What a weirdo. Human interaction is so last year. I mean, I'm just waiting for her to sell the thing I want to get, but she doesn't have it yet.
Let's go.
Let's go. As usual, Miranda sits before her immaculate array of carefully arranged silverware. Damien, predictably, is examining her biggest knife. So this is the one for killing people, right? What?
Disgraceful.
Good heavens, no. This is the butter dagger. It would be unseemly to use it on meat. So what then? Am I supposed to use this scrawny looking knife to kill a dude? No, no, no. If you simply must kill someone mid-meal, it is customary to use the fish knife. This is merfolk court silverware after all. That tiny thing? I might as well wait for my victim to die of old age. That is usually how it is done in my kingdom, yes? That or poison. This is ridiculous. Yo, you there. Which knife would you use to kill a guy? And don't say the fish knife. Spoon. What, you need blades to kill people? Holy shit, that's so much more metal. Why didn't I think of that? I guess when the only tool you have is a knife, every problem looks like a problem, you should stab with a knife. Thank you for opening my eyes to the world of silverware-related murder. But which spoon? This is very important. You mean the teaspoon? Or the dessert spoon? Or perhaps the caviar spoon? No, 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 none are appropriate. What about this spoon here? The one with the jagged edges on it? Oh, you mean the murder spoon? Of course not. That's for hard-boiled eggs. Damien nods thoughtfully, but pockets the spoon when Miranda's not looking. Looks like the school's about to get a lot messier. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Okay, what will get us more charm? That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. You're chilling out, not murdering anybody, when Damien slings up to you. He's hauling a large sack with the words, "Definitely not a corpse," or in on it. Hey, you're not gonna believe this, but there's definitely actually a corpse in this bag. You never would have guessed. Now here's the thing. I'm not saying I'm exactly responsible for making this corpse, at least not without my lawyer present. But let's just say he and I apparently had very different definitions of rock, paper, scissors. Anyway, I'm not interested in going back to jail, so I need you to help me hide this body real quick. It would be an extremely attractive thing to do. Luckily, hiding dead bodies is kind of your thing. You steered your brilliant solution. You throw the corpse in the back of Damien's dread chariot and hoof it over to your garage. Holy hell, are these all yours? Some of these are total classics. Elvis Presley, Amelia Earhart. Fuck, you got 3 popes here? Chat, don't question why we have 3 popes in our garage. I spent all this time trying to be a great murderer, when the greatest murderer of all was right next to me the entire time. Damien lovingly lays his mangled corpse next to your pristine collector's items, a look of awe on his face. Joke's on him, you're actually just a really accomplished grave robber. You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm.
Let's go.
Okay, we're doing fine on our stats. Let's check the library, or let's go to the shop again and see if she's selling what we want. God, still not yet.
Oh. Let's go.
Okay, so it seems the item I need, I have to maybe do an ending to get, which would be cringe. At least these endings are only like an hour long, or these runs are like an hour long. Polly and Miranda sit together, surrounded by Miranda's customary crowd of serfs. So wait, you've actually got serfs who eat for you? Well, of course. I find eating to be terribly undignified, so I almost never do it. Hey, me neither. What other kinds of crazy serfs have you got? Well, I have a serf to go to the bathroom for me, a serf to experience difficult emotions for me, and a serf for keeping my silverware in alphabetical order. I even have a surfing serf for standing on top of whenever I go surfing. Wow, that's a lot of serfs. It's a fair amount. The only limit is my imagination. Unfortunately, my imagination serf imagined a way to escape from serfdom, so now I'm all out of ideas. Well, I'm sure with the help of Penny we could probably think of a dope new kind of serf. Oh, is that so? I can't wait. Well, you're on the spot now. What will it be? You should get a party serf, Polly. A serf to... Serf? For me? I couldn't possibly. Why not? I do it all the time. But isn't it wrong to make someone else experience the negative consequences of your actions? Well, like I said, I do it all the time, and Father says I could do no wrong. Therefore, it's probably fine. Oh, okay. Hell yeah. Let's hire a dude to deal with all my withdrawal symptoms. Hire? Polly dears, we don't pay our serfs. We don't? Sweet deal. Polly hires the burliest hangover serf she can find, and the two of you go out for the night of your lives. The serf is dead in the morning from the epic hangover, but the memories are well worth the second-degree manslaughter. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school plays standards. You gain +2 creativity. You're minding your own business when Damien comes rushing through, punching everyone who's minding their own business. Fuck, I'm so angry. I'm so angry, I want to pull my own skull out and eat it. I'm so angry, I want to set the school on fire and then punch the fire in its fucking face. I'm so angry, I want to spend years accumulating political capital so I can become president and then use my nuclear code to blow up the sun. And you're standing in my way. Move before I punch you so hard you'll remember with melancholy the times when you could move without all of your bones hurting. Oh, no. Violence incoming. Think fast. No time to think of anything clever. Start dancing for no reason. You have no idea what to do, so you just start doing a silly dance. It is really, really silly indeed. Before you realize, all your classmates have joined you in your silly little dance. What the fuck? Move or I'll kill you dead, noob. Damien, you can't deny she is actually moving. Yeah, and quite the move she has. Clearly even Damien can't fight against logic. Maybe you should move, Damien. Don't be a loser. Yeah, as you just said, here you move or you die. All your classmates are chanting, move or die, move or die. Arrgh. Damien, frustrated by the crazy, mindless but joyful mob you've created, finally leaves. Still, from afar you can see an eternal fire burning in the back of the eyes. But for now you gain +2 boldness and +1 fun. Hooray! Okay, our last week, and then prom. Let's see, we're kind of cooking on all our stats, so let's be a nerd. Smarts. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. Despite everything else happening around you, you're just solving some sudokus. But your mind is constantly going back to Damien. Stupid sexy Damien and his idiotic short temper. You think he could even be your sweetheart, but he seems more focused on being angry 24/7. For God's sake, he's the kind of guy that could get angry at a banana. As a matter of fact, your daydreaming is interrupted by the feral screams of Damien, who seems to be insulting an actual banana. You stupid yellow fruit. What's your deal? Do you think you're richer in potassium than me? No one is richer in potassium than Damien fucking LaVey. Is he even for real? Stupid sexy Damien. No, you need to put a stop to this nonsense before it escalates into arson somehow. You get closer to Damien in a very cool and quiet way. Huh? Why don't you mind your own business, noob? But you don't mind your business, you eat the banana instead. What? Ah. Oh, look at Damien, he's losing his shit again. Yeah, he was bowling that banana, but it seems he's all bark and no bite. Not like Penny, huh? Indeed, Penny seems to be all bite for sure. Damn straight. Kinda sexy. It is alluring, being all bite, not the bullying. Bullying is never alluring nor sexy, for real. True that. Unless you're bullying a banana. I mean, who cares? That's just stupid. Damien is stupid. Hashtag winners don't bully bananas, they just eat them. Hashtag Damien is a stupid banana bully. Not again. This is it. This is the last time you fuck with me, you bastard. On prom night, we're going to share a very special dance. Spoiler alert, it will hurt. Ooh, that's a prom fight on prom night. Damien versus Penny, instant classic. Interesting, I might attend. Damn right. You all have tickets to watch how I reduce Penny's bones into a sad, shapeless pulp. Ayo? Yes. Free tickets. Hashtag prom fight on prom night. So you've led yourself to your own potential death. Nice. At least you gain +3 boldness for doing so of your own volition. Yeah, this is that kind of game.
Let's go.
We are going to get ground into a pulp at prom. But it's gonna be fun. Okay, let's visit the shop again. I don't...
Give me your money.
Okay, she doesn't have the... I don't think she'll have the thing I want until I maybe finish this run. Let's get a tattoo.
No refunds.
Oh, our boldness is at 20. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Charm. Everything else is kind of good. It's the battery spot, a fellow player that seems utterly discouraged. She thinks she's not worth anything at dodgeball and she attempts to throw a ball at herself. You explain to her the many ways she thinks she's unique and wonderful while also defending the many pleasures in life. With your help, she's capable of finding reasons to keep playing and gains a sense of self-worth. You gain +1 BFF. Sadly, she is not part of this game, so that beautiful friendship will take place off-screen, and +2 charm. Scott and Vera shoulder each other out of the way to try and get to you first.
Bro.
Hey, I heard Damien talking about how he's gonna beat you up at prom. Yeah, mess him up. But, hey, I don't believe in gratuitous violence. Unless I'm a werewolf, in which case one time I ate a kindergartner. Eh? You're right, Scott. I should look into this upcoming carnage and think of a way of monetizing it. I heard Polly saying Damien was giving away free tickets to watch him skinning Penny alive. Such a lack of business perspective is discouraging. That's not nice. Why haven't I received free tickets? Maybe the not so nice part was the part about you being skinned alive? Anyway, Penny, what are you doing about this? Might I interest you in some Oberlin life insurance? This might be a good time to get a policy. Yeah, Penny, what are you doing about this? Won't you give us free tickets to watch Damien skin you alive? Don't be rude, bro. That's a good question. What are you doing about this? Seems like you're pretty screwed, but maybe if you play your cards right, you can convince one of these two to teach you how to fight. Quick BRB chat.
In the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap gay. Frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay. for you. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap. Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay. Frogs. Won't you fight for your life?
Okay, so it looks like my appointment I had today was is rescheduled to tomorrow. That works. We can play a bit longer now. Whoa, you're trying to bribe me with 20 cents, 3 sticks of gum, and some Dragon Heat Tazos? That's right between sad and insulting. And you know what? I don't like feeling insulted. Guess you will get to know my combat style. That's because Vera proceeds to attack you. Her style mixes fierceness, elegance, and lots of dirty tricks. You end up a bloody mess on the floor. You guess in some way Vera has taught you a lesson on how to endure lots of pain. Still, you lose 2 boldness and 1 fun. Cringe. And now we pick a person to take to prom.
Let's go.
And we pray we've got... Ooh, I got an achievement for getting a secret ending. In your cockiest voice, you remind Damien the two of you have a date on prom night.
What a noob.
A date? No, I'm just breaking your bones, you idiot. Conflating a love language with violence is extremely problematic and can totally lead to toxic relationships. You just gave me more reasons to kick your ass big time, not that I needed them. Prom night arrives, and your brawl is even scheduled in the official prom program. A crowd is ready for your fight.
Tear you apart.
Big surprise, your total lack of preparation has actual consequences. Damien unleashes a storm of punches upon you, and it seriously hurts. If that wasn't enough, you can hear the crowd judging you. I've heard she made a problematic statement that mixed love and violence earlier. Yeah, language is important and it can shape a society. It's our responsibility to use it carefully. Good thing Damien is beating that insensitive bigot's ass. Oh no, bro. That's unfortunate. So 34 endings. We got 1 of 34. We've seen 13 of 422 events and 13 of 1,514 outcomes. Those 6 weeks were made with the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Damien and Scott teamed up and took second in a national Pokemon tag tournament. The crowd was amazed the Pokemon team did taxes as if there were no tomorrow. It was a thing of beauty. Liam kept doing art so hard that he eventually evaporated and became the concept of coolness itself. As he left the physical plane, the last thing Liam did was give everyone a condescending look. Miranda used her vast knowledge of serfs to get a job handpicking the best serfs for other people. Unsurprisingly, she ended up leaving her serfs to do the work. For those 6 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone just like that. Battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called the youth. Once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. This game has so much replayability because there's 34 endings and so many different outcomes and options you can pick doing things. And we are specifically going to be aiming for a specific ending in the main game before we do the DLC. Oh yeah, this is literally just a game about monsters at a monster high school, and you're trying to woo somebody to go to prom with them. It's absurd, it's raunchy, it's violent, it's extremely lewd, it is funny, it is so good. It is a fantastic game, and there's 4 of these. Well, technically 5, because the DLC is itself pretty much a full-length game of this. So there's Monster Prom, there's Monster Prom Second Term, there's Monster Camp, Monster Road Trip, and Monster Con. Yes, we're gonna do another run of first term before we do second term, because I'm gonna see if I can try to get. What should I do? A short game. Short game. Try to get Polly's ending, because that might unlock the thing I need from the shop. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid, sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Her again. This time it'll just be Vicky instead of Penny. Sweet! We had yet to experience his ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LaVey, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam de Lioncourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Polly Geist, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose a prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We are now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom, stupidest pop quiz ever, trademark. We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. What would be the coolest prize you could find in your box of cereal? A. The phone number of that sexy tiger on the front of the box. He's so passionate about breakfast and health that he's surely also a great lover. A tiny piece of sharp metal, so every scoop will be full of thrill and danger. Or a sample of a more nutritious breakfast option, so people are encouraged to stop eating that colorful crap. So charming. Hee hee. School is outdated and lame. We need a new school subject ASAP. Turning people into your puppets through emotional warfare and deception 101. Critical thought. I mean, damn, this country could use a subject like that in schools. Or how to correctly punch a crocodile without terrible consequences. Let's go punch a crocodile. What's the sexiest type of knowledge a lover can have? Lyrics to all Disney songs. All the principles to build a financial empire. How to make a killer cocktail out of anything. Sports things. How to set stuff on fire, or obscure 80s movie trivia. And that gets us a boost with Polly. Let's go.
Let's go.
So, got 3 weeks. We're gonna start out trying to get some more money. That day you spend some time in the library's PCs playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision, but who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gain +2 money. Scott and Polly pull you aside, one of them holding each of your arms. Whatever's going on, it's serious. We need your help, bro. The midterm for AP jump scares is coming up tomorrow, and we're so unprepared. We tried everything we could think of to get ready. I rolled up the textbook and smoked it, and I ate my homework, but nothing worked. We've only got one option left. Gotta cheat, bro. We just need to figure out how to do it without messing with the teacher. Or messing with the teacher. Either way, if you can help, we'd be super grateful. That's all the incentive you need. You hook them up with the ultimate cheating technique. Oh, yes. Mr. Giant Stonehead is like 99% face. It's perfect. And I've heard he sleeps like a rock too. This will be so easy, but isn't this vandalism? Coach says winners don't do vandalism. No, silly. It's only vandalism if you're not doing it on a not alive thing. This is makeup artistry. You make a mental note never to let Polly do your makeup. You gain +2 fun and +1 smarts. Let's go. We're cheating.
Let's go.
Okay, we'll avoid the shop for now. We'll wait until we have at least 10 money. You approach Scott and Polly's table to find them crouched behind a pile of jelly desserts plotting. Thank bros if you're here, bro. Come on, join our huddle. Maybe you're curious about our huge pile of jelly gem gelatinous dessert cups. Well, wonder no more. We're going for the jelly prize. Yeah, we're gonna win it. If we collect the full cover of 100 jelly desserts, we will be the lucky winners of 1 free jelly dessert. Ah. But right now we're stuck. We've only got 99. That means we need one more, Scott. We need one more. We need one more. You'd give them your jelly dessert, but you've already thrown that bird person you hate. Guess you've got to make a choice. But isn't stealing wrong? No, Scott, that's a myth. Like hangovers in the afterlife. But if the afterlife isn't real, why are you a ghost? There's no time for metaphysics, Scott. We've got a heist to plan. No, Coach says stealing is wrong. Unless you're stealing a ball, or a base, or a victory from the jaws at the feet. Actually, it seems like sports is mostly about stealing. Well, that settles it. Time for stealing. One fake bus, one real woolly mammoth, and a brutal running gun battle later, you finally secure one illicit jelly cup, which you turn in along with your 99 other jelly cups for one free jelly cup. Scott is too upset by all of the violence, so you split your free jelly cup with Polly. Worth it. Let's go, baby. Shenanigans.
Let's go.
Library's money. That day you spend time on the library's PCs, managing your start kicker. You just see lots of people with this sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. Oh, 420 backers? Hella nice. You gain 100,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs and you keep only +2 money. You notice Polly staring at an open text document deep in thought. You tap her on the shoulder and ask her why she's staring at a list of hard drugs and sex positions.
It's Polly.
This is my resume, but I don't think it's finished yet. The school guidance counselor said this probably won't give me a summer job at the pharmaceutical company, at least not without some prior work experience. And apparently doing a lot of drugs does not count as work experience. That's okay though, I just gotta do like the pros and lie about my past. If only I could think of a good lie. Help me out here. What should I say to my resume to make sure they hire me? Polly writes down exactly what you tell her to write, excited to be done with this stupid resume. A few days later, you run into her outside of school. She's pushing a shopping cart full of gold ingots. That resume totally worked. They got so scared they hired me at 250,000 monster dollars per year, and I'm only a lab tech. If anybody tries to make me do any work, I just tell them they're fired. So perfect. The real CEO came to our store for a visit and I told everyone she was an imposter. You put her on a boat with no rudder or oars and sent her adrift in the Indian Ocean. I love when my actions have no negative consequences for me or anyone else. Party on. Hell yeah, Polly, let's go. With Polly's new position, she's able to get you all kinds of free drugs. You gain +2 fun and +1 money. Let's go. We're being a nuisance. We are causing problems. Bam. Let's see. Let's work on boldness.
Show me that money.
Oh. Well, I didn't realize she was in the bathroom.
Thank you.
Let's go. We got our fun up. Nothing better than the smell of money. Well, actually, there are many better smells, but you know what I mean, right? Well, I was gonna work in boldness, but we got our fun up. That's fine.
Let's go.
Strange. You could have sworn Polly and Damien were at this table when you picked it. Hey, loser, down here.
Hey, boo.
It's us, Polly and Damien, hiding under the table for totally innocent reasons. A ferocious roar sounds from the door of the cafeteria. Crazy Martin, the werebear janitor, is here and he's looking for someone. Oh shit, he's here. Why is he after us anyway? I think what we did really falls more under federal jurisdiction. What did you do? International law, more like. Those munchkins were Canadian citizens. Now that you mentioned it, I think we might actually have to face a war crimes tribunal. Oh boy. Worth it though, right? Oh, totally. As long as we can get away from Buzzkill the bear over there. But I can't hide in the ghost zone. I'm not a ghost. I guess you should have thought of that before you spent all the time being alive, huh? Being alive isn't a choice. Whoa, okay, I don't have time to sit here and argue pro-life or pro-choice with you, my dude. Oh my god. See you in the ghost zone. No, you won't. You can't follow Polly into the ghost zone, but from the way she winks at you before crossing over, it looks like you're one step closer to the bone zone. Let's go. We're gonna take Polly to the bone zone. Hoo 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 hoo.
Let's go.
Maybe we should work in creativity. Let's work in creativity. We got charm, we got plenty of everything. That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. The performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school plays standards. You gain +2 creativity. The magic of the theater. Nothing beats the particular brand of insanity of an amateur production starring non-actors. You notice Miranda staring with admiration at Polly's costume. Such detail, such sparkle. What did the potions do? They're just props, Miri. I think they're filled with colored water. But imagine if they weren't, what wonderful things one could conjure up. A potion to attract princes. A potion to repel jerks. A potion to enhance beauty. A potion to repel jerks. Now you realize spending the last term doodling cool potion ideas in your notebook wasn't useless after all. You pick the coolest potion idea in your notebook to impress them. Oh, wonderful. Mayonnaise is a poor people condiment, yet it fascinates me. Yeah, mayonnaise is the best. A mayonnaise potion sounds tight. But wouldn't it be like the same as putting mayo on something? It would be like that, Polly, but you see, it would be a potion. Potions are fancy and special. So if we had the potion, we could sell it at a super premium price point. You see, this is a classic custom among us wealthy people, to pay a lot more for cheap stuff with minor gimmicks. It is how we shop. It is how we show each other that we have good taste. Oh, I see. It sounds dumb as hell. I like it. I'm glad you like it. We could call it Le Mayonnaise No. 5 and charge people around 100 times the price of regular mayonnaise. We can even cast some spells on it to make people pay more. All you need to do is write the magic words on the product: local, gluten-free, cold-pressed, et voila. Whoa, this sounds like a plan, girl. We'll be rich. Oh, but remember, this potion doesn't exist. That's a shame. Good news is I am already rich. Lucky me. Fuck, it's true. I totally forgot. Well, at least it was great while it lasted. Great idea, by the way, love. You just impressed them with the idea of mayonnaise. These girls sure are easily impressed. You gain +2 smarts, and Miranda gives you +3 money for the right to lay mayonnaise number 5. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's work in charm. Actually, let's work in boldness. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. Damn straight. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you give 0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. You see Miranda, Polly, Vera, and Damien all crowding around the bathroom mirror. Can't a monster take a shit in peace at this school? Your brows are just short of being on fleek. They're 1 millimeter off fleek. Maybe your snakes got in the way.
Pathetic.
This is coming from someone whose face is see-through. How can we tell if that's your highlight or the headlights of an oncoming train? Oh, please. You wouldn't know a good contour could punch you in the throat. And a really good contour can actually do that. I like to start with a palette of complementary colors for my skin tone. Blood red, baby flesh pink, bloodshot crimson, and then do a basic blend of the soft-boiled chimera egg. What? It's called technique, fuckers. Doing amazing makeup is like punching someone's face with beauty. I just do not see the use in putting so much time and energy into painting one's face. Is that not what we all have makeup slaves for? Mary? No. At least we know we're both more competent than Miranda. And worse than me. Not that that's saying much of anything. There needs to be a way of settling who's the best at makeup. Both Vera and Polly look expectantly at you. You take out the 2 potatoes you always carry with you for such scenarios. But I'm not wasting my makeup on a potato. That's because you know this duel is already lost, am I right? Wahaha. Fuck it. My potato will kick your potato's ass to the moon, Polly. There's 2 of them engaged in an all-out makeup battle. Soon, both of them finish. Vera, your potato was gorge. What a hot potato, girl. I have to admit your potato was beautiful too, Polly. Is it normal to feel like fucking a potato? Who cares now? The important thing is, I'm sorry for doubting your makeup skills. Me too, girl. Look at them. They could start a career in modeling. They could indeed, and all thanks to Vicky. They both leave, mesmerized by their new potatoes and maybe by your wisdom, too. You gain +2 smarts and +1 creativity, and several days later you spot the potatoes in Vogue magazine. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
You arrive at Polly and Vera's table to find them eating. Wait, both of them? Oh, yum yum. I sure do love food and eating. Look at this food go in me. Yes. This cafeteria Sloppy Joe truly has a subtle flavor profile. Finally, you notice the cause of this absurdity. A well-dressed businessman sitting at the next table watching both women intently. Oh yeah, I know you like this, baby. My eating is realistic and erratic. Be cool, Polly. The man wants to pay us for eating in front of him, not screaming about eating. Is this not what eating is? I forget. Oh, Vera tries to explain eating to Polly. The businessman shyly approaches you and gives a small bow. Much obliged, friend, he says in a soft voice. Are these 2 fine ladies your friends? I must confess that I have searched far and wide for a suitable candidate to fulfill my rather unusual fetish. Paying a student at a high school for monsters to eat food while I watch politely from a distance. But I find myself unable to choose which of these 2 beauties to hire. The snake-headed one possesses a certain grace. Yeah, pay me, motherfucker. Pay me to do a thing I was going to do anyway. But the translucent one has such passion. I don't even want the money. This is just fucking weird and I love it. It is weird. In your opinion, the businessman finishes, which would be the wiser choice on my part? The businessman nods thoughtfully. You know, you're right. Never before have I believed so fully that someone was actually eating real food. Yep, that's me, eating real food in our real mouth and teeth. Are you kidding me? That's convincing to you? The food is falling right through her body and onto the floor. Don't hate me just because I'm efficient at eating. Don't worry, I hate you for other, more private reasons. What, sorry, I can't hear you, too busy eating real food. Team up with Polly to make her eating even more realistic. She passes her food through her body to you and you eat it for her. It's pretty hot. Honestly, that is kinda hot. Don't quote me on that. Absolutely do not quote me on that. But you don't stop there. You want the world to know how reckless you are for the rest of eternity, so you do some graffiti on the wall. No way. The graffiti says, I'm bold as fuck. And you know what? It turns out that wall is a magical wall that grants wishes. What a wall. A deep voice resounds from within the wall and says, well, not bold as fuck, but maybe a bit bold, and then you gain +2 boldness. Oh boy, that's an opinionated wall. Anyway, lucky you. Oh my god, did you hear? He finally invented a tattoo gun that works on ghosts. I'm totally gonna go get one as soon as school lets out. Oh shit, we should definitely get matching tattoos, you wanna? Of course you do. What are you, responsible? The important question is, what kind of tattoo do you want to get? Oh man. That's a great idea. The Necronomicon is at, like, the top of my summer reading list. Let's use my copy of the Necronomicon though, okay? It's a special edition. It turns out Polly's special edition of the Necronomicon has a lot fewer words than the standard version. Polly's half says boo and yours says oobs. Is that what you were expecting, but you actually kind of glad you didn't end up tattooing a forbidden necromantic spellbook onto your actual flesh? Plus, your tattoo still gives you the power to raise and control the dead. Nice. You gain +2 boldness and +1 creativity. I got an achievement. True to yourself. You've been true to yourself and always chose the right option. Congrats. Oh, so that's for getting all the right options. Taking Polly, obviously. Hey, boo. Let's go to prom. Finally, pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. Prom? Yes. It'll be a night to remember, boo. Well, it would be a night to remember if I wasn't going to get so drunk and high I most likely won't remember shit the day after. But that's why God invented selfies. Prom night was nice, but a bit bland for the likes of you. You decide to spice things up by summoning some interdimensional nightmare creatures, because interdimensional nightmare creatures know how to rave the night away. You and Polly held hands while admiring how the interdimensional nightmare creatures wreaked havoc. What a night. Let's go. 8 new events, 8 new outcomes, no secret endings. That should be. Well, that should unlock the thing I want from Valerie's shop. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Polly took a summer job as the ghost Christmas present. She spent most of her time partying. There was almost no work because, you know, it was summer. Vera realized she was a character in a video game, which infuriated her. She spent her life making connections and building power because she's not a part of the game, she plays the game. So be careful. Maybe now she's the one pulling your strings. Scott became an athlete. Not so long ago, he won a prestigious national award for being the best at doing sports. For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called the Youth. Once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Okay, we will do one more run of the normal, because we should now have the thing in the shop unlocked that to get the ending, special ending we want. But yeah, if you know Jesse Cox was part of making this. Like Aaron Hansen, Octopimp, Christina V. I definitely, at some point, want to play this with other people because it's such a fun game. Each ending you get has a little Polaroid at the end. You just unlocked an erotic fanfic about dragons. This is about to get weird. 9 new images in the gallery. Let's go. Why do we not have... We don't have any ending Polaroids? Endings? We had an... Oh, we have an ending. Okay, that's the poly one, but... What about the ending where we got completely clobbered by Damien? But yeah, there is so much for this game. And then they even added like a bunch of people's monster sonas into the game. You know, if I was a monster girl, it'd probably be a sphinx. Being a sphinx would be fun. Vicky, as always. I mean, we just skipped it because we've seen this. Pop, pop. Be a visionary. What will be the next big? What will the next big social media craze be? Bullshit. It's your regular social network. But each time someone shares news that isn't supported by real facts, they're taxed, and the money goes to the people exposed to that bullshit. Honestly, that's actually a really good idea. Greek agoras, like literal Greek agoras, are reinstated in our cities, places where philosophy and arts are discussed by the greater minds that social media wants to log into. Herbert. From now on, a socially awkward guy named Robert will do everything he's commanded to through the app by its users. Yeah. What is your soul emoji? The emoji that speaks the truth of your soul. Caucasian guy with a turban because fuck stereotypes. Snowman because that motherfucker is in the middle of a blizzard and he's fucking smiling. He doesn't give a fuck about blizzards and he has a kick-ass hat. Octopus emoji. Best animals on Earth. I know 5 mixed drinks, 3 drug cocktails, and 17 sex positions that involve one or several octopi. Hoo-hoo. world will end tomorrow. What will you do today? It's okay, we invented the apocalypse to take care of the overpopulation of commoners. Nobody ends the world but me. I'll end the world today. 100 push-ups. No, 200 push-ups. They always tell you the world is ending. I'll profit on other people's hysteria. I'll finish my novel. Whoever comes after the end should know my legacy. I always party as if there were no tomorrow, so who cares? So we're gonna go to Fitzvara, but we should just be able to get a thing from the shop.
Let's go.
And we automatically start off with more money. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs managing your stat. Start kicker, blah blah blah. Despite Vera and Polly discussing something, gotta get in on this conversation. It's bound to be something nasty. Hey. What? Are you going to the party tonight at Dale the Mummy's crypt? The Dogstar has aligned with Venus or something, so his parents are beings of pure energy for the weekend. He's got the place entirely to himself. I might stop by. Yay! Okay, so listen. Scott's gonna be there too, and I totally want to spike his drink. Now I'm interested. What are you thinking? Laxatives or Viagra?
Lame.
Gross. I was thinking something fun, like shrooms. Shrooms won't even dissolve in a drink, you idiot. You there, back me up on this. What do you think we should put in his drink? Yeah, make it something fun, like shrooms.
Yes.
Oh my god, cute. And I totally have a snack chat filter that makes people look like wolves too. So I'll use it on him and then he'll be like, double wolf. Ow. Yeah, a snack chat pic that code totally justifies unleashing a vicious beast onto an unsuspecting party. Ow. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. Let us keep the shop.
Show me that money.
Man, is it seriously not in? Okay, so I guess we didn't do a full poly run, so we didn't get the item we need. Well, we'll do a second term run. And I will show you the character that we would have met doing the secret ending. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Sweet! And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 8 most charismatic classmates. Scott Howell, 21. A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19. A sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Pollygeist. Party goes with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Damien LaVey. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Liam de Lioncourt. I got that backwards. Hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a love dork. Zoe forever. Best girl. An eldritch cutie who went from endless deity of the dark realms to ultimate fangirl. Calculista Hewlett-Packard version 1.0. A library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. And Vera Oberlin. A mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. So Zoe here, this lovable purple cutie, in the base game, after you do a full poly run and get the good ending, you unlock an item, Zagord's Totem. It's got a really long name. But you buy the totem from the shop and it triggers a special event. If you get the right answers on it, then you can potentially have the chance to convince an eldritch being bent on destroying the universe to go to prom with you. And in the second term DLC, what we're doing, this eldritch deity has decided to transition into being a schoolgirl. She's literally trans. She's decided she doesn't want to be she's not going to be an eldritch being anymore. She's going to be a schoolgirl. And it's great. She's literally an absolute anime dork of a schoolgirl. If you could go back in time, what's one thing you'd tell your younger self? I'd tell myself not to teach a robot how to fall in love. As romantic as it might have seemed at the time, it started the robot revolution of 2037, way worse than the much positive robot sexual revolution of 2043. I'd advise myself not to buy a time machine, worst investment ever. It turned out to be the block booster of 2032. Why should we assume silly younger me needs advice? I've grown up to have a fucking time machine, so I must have done something right. Fuck younger me, we're going straight to Woodstock, baby. How would you talk a cop out of arresting you? Use your gaming skills. Everyone knows that a police officer has to drop any charges on you if you manage to beat them at a fair Yu-Gi-Oh card duel. Use your seduction skills. Wink. They don't call it fuck the police for nothing. Use your acting skills. Convince the officer you're actually the police. You know what? Go for the overcall and make them pay you a fine. What would be the most appealing in a love partner? A very tsundere personality, sharp wits, soft fur, a taste for party, a big horn, tentacles. Immediately, without hesitation, tentacles. Find a genie in a bottle. You can ask for whatever you want. What do you ask for? A rainbow that you can eat. Him to not be so cliched. A genie and a wishes so mainstream. I don't ask for anything. I drink the genie from the bottle. I can grant my own wishes. To feel truly alive. Is friendship. Infinite confetti. Tentacles. Let's work on our charm. Kind of lacking on charm and boldness. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. Looking around for a distraction, you spot Scott proudly flexing while Zoe sits before him, frowning into her notebook. He figures she's trying to draw his ripped bod, so you offer to give some drawing tips. Drawing? What? I'm not drawing anything. I'm writing a fanfic about Scott's muscles. What? You are? I thought I was just over here flexing for no reason, like usual. Well, I'm trying to write a fanfic, but so far it's going slower than the first 20 issues of Snow Person Literature Club. Glance at Zoe's notebook. It looks like she's just copied out Online Encyclopedia's list of all the muscles. Ooh, I can help. You know, Kotsui says you can't spell muscles without some of the letters from adversity. You should add a bad guy who fights against all my good muscles. That's been done already. It's like you haven't even read Scott versus Muscle-Hating Herbert. That's exactly my problem. And nobody reads your fanfics? What? No, my problem is that I need to put an original spin on this fic, but my mind's more blank than the minds of all those cultists whose thoughts I used to devour. Well, have you thought about adding a bad guy who fights against all my good muscles? This conversation is clearly going nowhere without your help. Quick, fix Zoe's fic. Many muscle stories have been told, but how many have been told from the perspective of the muscles? From the perspective of the muscles? Did somebody say muscles? This is more revolutionary than my spooky high treason French Revolution AU. Starring Polly as the hard-partying ghost of Marie Antoinette. Which tag is better, Bisex X Trapezius or Bipesius? Oh boy. Does Vastus Lateralis X Vastus Medialis count as self-cessed? Oh my god, I can even merge this in my spooky ICU Grey's Anatomy mashup AU. Huh? I repeat, did somebody say muscles? Zoe's too excited to reply. She's already busy writing the story of an idealistic young pectoralis major who falls for a world-weary gluteus maximus. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. God, I love Zoe. She's a dork. She's such a dork, but she's our dork.
Let's go.
She's just like me for real, for real. We're gonna try to get a red ending. You sit down with Zoe and calculus her. Zoe seems to have brought some fresh sanity today. That is, she has a screaming man strapped to the table and is currently siphoning his sanity out through his eye sockets. Friend Zoe, I am afraid I must take issue with your current practice. What? Eating? Eating in a manner which causes a human to repeatedly scream, "Kill me," avoiding his bowels and bladder. It does not seem nice.
Are you for real?
Look, I was born this way, okay? Well, not so much born as ripped from the fabric of reality itself and animated with equal parts raw malice and the concept of despair. But still, don't judge me. I do not possess the necessary firmware to judge you, Zoe. I do, however, wish that you would find another way to attain sustenance. You can't stand to see these two at odds. Maybe you could convince Zoe to change her ways, or convince calculus that they don't need changing. Oh, come on, calculus. Sanity isn't even one of the top 5 worst things Zoe could be devouring from this dude. Status? Skeptical. Please list 5 things worse to devour from this man than his sanity. Oh, that's easy. Deep-seated insecurities is one. Poop is another. The crippling fear of death present in all mortals. P, and worst of all, opinions. Are his opinions really that bad? Well, he's a prominent user on Reddit. Oh my god, he's a Redditor. Understood. Analysis complete. Sanity is an acceptable food substitute compared to several things that are worse. Nice. It's like I always say, when life gives you lemons, compare those lemons to the all-consuming void. Void is way worse than a couple of lemons. You couldn't agree more, mostly because you're interested in smooching Zoe, but still. This is great. This is going great immediately. Let's go to the crapper and work on our boldness. You're living your spookiest life when you hear the giggling of an eldritch cutie pie met by the snorting of an angry prince of hell. I'm not saying that that's definitely how you lost your horn. I'm saying that's one of my headcanons for it. Headcanon? Yeah, how I imagine you lost it in my mind when I think of all the cool adventures everyone at Spooky High must have gone on before I joined you all as a regular girl. Regular girls, don't come up and ask me if I nobly sacrificed my horn for the coven because I'm secretly horny for hope. Okay, but I also have a Spooky High Seas AU where the whole school is a pirate ship and you lost your horns for a bad case of scurvy. What? Fuck scurvy. If I was a pirate, I'd only eat the coolest, most dangerous diseases. I also wrote a human high AU where you're not missing your horn at all, you're missing a wang. How was a horn an analog for a wang? Also, don't answer that. Stop making up canons about my head. The only canons I like are the ones with 2 ends. I'll happily stop making up headcanons if you tell me the real story. I don't like any of these options. You could just tell Zoe that Damien lopped off one of his horns to piss off his dad. I feel like he heard that somewhere. But friends don't tell friends their other friends' horny secrets. This looks like a job for lying. And maybe, just maybe, you can use your answer to impress one or the other of your very attractive classmates. Who gives a fuck about how Damien lost his horn? You should see what the other guy lost. Other guy? Other guy? What, so only men can start fistfights and disfigure Hell's minions now? What is this, the 1950s? I'll have you know that 100% of my best fistfights, knife fights, and monster truck rallies have been with women. Yeah, Penny, it's 21st century. Girls can do anything, even demon poaching. You try to explain that you never meant girls couldn't be murderers and poachers, but no one seems to care. Ever heard of Lizzie Gorgon, who murdered everyone with an axe made out of snakes? She was a girl. Ever heard of Vera, who was also a Gorgon and murders people and is also a girl? I have an entire spooky high AU called Spookette High where everyone is the girl and they still murder people all the time.
That's crazy.
Whoa, Spookette High? That sounds dope. Tell me all about Girl Damien. Totally, but only after Penny leaves. I have a policy of never discussing my fanfic in front of misogynists. God damn it. See, girls can also take all your stats, but you didn't think the narrator was a girl. More misogyny. Just kidding, I'm not a girl, but I could have been. Well, that didn't work out how I was expecting.
Let's go.
Oopsies. Charm. You're at your peak when you decide to go for the overkill and wink at one of your teammates. He's totally mesmerized. It's like the most epic wink ever. Damn, you know how to win over people's hearts. You can +2 charm. Damien's got calculator backed into a corner and things look heated. You head over to see what's the matter. Quit holding out on me, botthole. I know you got a secret weapon. Damien, please. Not all robots have a secret weapon. Oh shit. Even my dad's lawnmower has a secret weapon. Inconsistent information. Help does not have lawns. Well, okay, it's really more of a tank than a lawnmower, and the weapons aren't so much secret as they are numerous. Hey, you're just trying to distract me by making me think about a rad tank. You're not getting off that easy. Show me your secret weapon. You'd better defuse this situation before it turns extremely violent. Will you defuse it by distracting Damien or by revealing Cal's secret? Of course, Portugal. That's basically where everyone hides their secret weapons. Huh, you learn something new every day. Be right back. I'm gonna drive my dad's lawnmower over to Portugal and fuck with some shit. How could you do this? I hid my top secret weapon in Portugal specifically to keep it out of the wrong hands. Whoopsies. I recently overheard Jamie talking about getting the wrong hands tattooed on his actual hands. For the safety of the entire world, I must now regrettably detonate Portugal. Oh no, not Portugal. Damien is back at school in a couple hours bragging about how Portugal was so scared of him that it literally exploded. You know the truth though, and the truth hurts. You lose 2 fun and 1 boldness. Okay, I'm gonna go to BRB while Portugal is exploded.
In the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap gay. Frogs friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay. Frogs. Won't you fight for your life? Gay. Frogs friggin' frogs. I don't like a frog. Gay. Friggin' frogs. Frogs. Friggin' frog crap. Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Frogs. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap gay. Frogs for you. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay. Frogs. Won't you fight for your life? Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. I don't like a frog. Gay. Friggin' frogs. Frogs. Friggin' frog crap. Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay. Frogs. Won't you fight for your life? Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. I don't like a frog. Gay. Friggin' frogs. Frogs. Friggin' frog crap. Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you.
We are back. Calculaster is enjoying a nice, quiet lunchtime charge when Zoe interrupts his reverie with a question. Hey, Calculaster, I'm making a quiz so students can figure out which spooky high vending machine they are. You're friends with the vending machines, right? I am friends with every person, friend Zoe. But, like, are the vending machines people that you're friends with? That is a rather insulting question. Yes, vending machines are people, and yes, I am friends with them. Oh, so vending machines have feelings? Of course they have feelings. Which feelings? I do not know. I am a terrible friend. Oh man, don't be sad. We could figure this out together for my quiz. But how can we talk to the vending machines about their feelings? Did someone say obsessive online research? Yes, it was Penny. Let's do it. Calculator, pull up the manuals. Manuals acquired. Opening section 23D. Discerning your vending machine's mood. It says here that there is an analog switch on the back of each vending machine that sets its emotional state. Let's go look. Huh? It looks like they're all set to crushing despair. Why are they set to crushing despair? That seems to be the factory default. Should we change it? Best not to tamper with the factory defaults. Okay. Hey, Penny, as long as we're doing exhaustive online research, wanna go down an online encyclopedia hole with me? There's not a hole you wouldn't go down with Zoe. You start at vending machine emotional states and end up at dark rituals specifically involving cabbage. Let's go shopping.
Later, Gator.
what did I do to our stats? We have all that money, but we have... Okay, we have 99 money, but we have no stats. Let's go shopping.
Show me that money. Later, Gator.
Okay, so we're literally just gonna go shopping and try to up our stats, because kind of just nuked everything.
Let's go.
Like, we especially need charm, creativity, and boldness. You sit down with Zoe and Scott. Scott is eating his trademark pizza sandwich, which is just 3 slices of pizza on top of each other. Zoe has a notebook out and is taking notes. How do you get your food, Scott? Why do you want to know so bad? It's pretty normal. No, it can't be normal. I'm doing research for my latest fanfic, Cry Havoc and Let Slip the Dogs of Love. It's about a pack of werewolves going on the biggest hunt of their lives, a hunt that will change them as hunters, but also as werepeople. They went looking for food, but what they found was personal growth and a new understanding of group sexual practices. Also food. That's why I need to know, how do you hunt? Oh, well, normally I go to the cafeteria and I ask for pizza. That's it. What about hunting in a pack? Enjoying the spoils together in a feast of blood and rage, exploring each other's bodies. Well, I guess sometimes me and my cousins order pizza at home and then the pizza comes and we eat the pizza. Zoe does not look at all satisfied with Scott's answer. Maybe you can get Scott to give some juice to your info, or convince Zoe that ordering pizza is actually dramatic. But Scott, what about when you go searching for pizza in the wild? Oh man, we did that one time and it was the worst. There was no cell phone service, so instead of calling for delivery, we had to transform into wolves and chase it down. And then when we got there, it wasn't even a pizza, it was 3 deer. And there wasn't any bread or cheese, so instead of bread, we used deer flesh, and instead of cheese, we used more deer flesh. And instead of pepperoni, we used... deer flesh? No, beef jerky. We're not animals. Oh, I think you are, Scott. I think you are. Now, how did you all sleep on your little camping trip? In the nude or nude and cuddling? Looks like this conversation is finally going the way Zoe wanted it to. She shoots you an appreciative wink with one of the light-devouring voids that pass for her eyes. Aw. Yay.
Let's go. Give me your money. No refunds.
Okay, slowly building our stats.
Let's go. Hey, stranger. Later, Gator.
Let's go, charm is up. Let's see if I can figure out what's gonna get us creativity, because we have none.
Let's go.
It's not like Zoe and Miranda aren't always the perkiest of gals, but they seem extra perky as they skitter around writing things down in notebooks. Doubtless you are admiring our great work, Penny. You see, we are now food critics. Zoe has hired me for her magazine, Totally a Real Food Magazine. It's an honor to have you on board, Your Highness. Zoe holds up a bunch of papers stapled together with doodles and crayon that seem to be eldritch runes with some sparkly scratch and sniff stickers stuck on top. If you are quiet and subservient, you may watch us in our quest to be the best food critics ever. I was a little hesitant about founding this very legitimate magazine since I'm new to eating things other than minds and souls. I usually have my eating serfs eat for me. Then Zoe and I realized we were the absolute best food critics according to our test audience, which was comprised of Miranda's food serfs. Now watch us create culinary criticism magic. First up, macaroni and cheese. This food item contains both macaroni and cheese, and therefore deserves 5 stars for this accurate description. Next, couscous with vegetables. I've never tried it, and the pieces seem way too small to even register in my many mouths. I won't try it either, but The name sounds very, very fancy, so 5 stars. Here is this microwave. Ah yes, this is very shiny and very cubic shaped, which are both good qualities for a food. 5 stars. Here are some french fries. They don't seem to be particularly French, but they don't seem particularly un-French either. Oh dear. How will we ever determine their Frenchosity? Shh, easy, that's your specialty. Gasp. How did you know about my French-themed spooky high, AU Les Monsterables? You truly are my #1 fan, aren't you, Penny? If by #1 fan she means trying to get in her tentacles on prom night, then sure. If you find them to be sufficiently good kissers, my eldritch compatriot, I will join you in this endeavor. It will be good practice for me when my prince comes along, provided I am not in an enchanted slumber at the time. I really feel like people shouldn't be kissing people in any kind of slumber, but that's a separate issue, so I'm just going to make out with fried potato now. She does? Yes, I found that kiss to be both French and fried. 5 stars.
Spoiler alert, you rock.
5 stars, and Penny, maybe you and I can work in other kissing adventures sometime. Heck yeah, and you do. It's called giving butterfly kisses to honey-roasted butterflies to determine their butterfly factor. 5 stars. This game's great. This game rules.
Let's go.
This game is amazing.
Show me that money. Later, Gator.
Okay, that ups our creativity. Now we can do other things with stats instead of shopping.
Let's go.
Oh, she's in the bathroom. I can't go in boldness. Let's go to charm. During a break between dodgeball matches, you spot Coach shouting some encouraging words at Zoe.
Always believe in yourself.
Come on, Zoe, let's go. 100 burpees. It's a fun exercise that's fun to say. Don't you want to be your best self? Of course I do, Coach, and I'm so grateful for all the time and attention you spend on us students. You know what they say, time and attention are the deadlifts of the soul. Sure, but with all the time you spend learning about and encouraging us, how many people have taken the time to get to know you? I mean, we don't even know your real name. Oh, my name, it's... Or why you decided to become a high school coach. Tell us about that. Well, if you really want to know, I first fell in love with sports through the noble game of beach volleyball. But that's not why I became a coach. No, I became a coach because of my father. Oh, was he a great coach too?
You did your best.
No. He was quite the opposite, a tiger tycoon who made billions selling unhealthy sugar-frosted cornflakes to kids. With his ill-gotten gains, he bought us a fabulous home in the jungles of Miami, but to me it was no better than a cardboard box. No better than the cardboard boxes that shipped that sugary cereal out to unmuscled children all over the world. I had to escape. And when I did, I vowed to devote my life to helping kids stay healthy. But even so, I'm not sure I'll ever be able to do enough to make up for the sins of my father. Aw, hey, Coach, don't be sad. You're a great coach, and I'm sure any of us here would love to help you in your crusade against unhealthy breakfast. Zoe looks around for other students to agree with her, but they all very carefully ignore her. You, on the other hand, kinda want to switch Zoe, so you offer your aid. After a few minutes of brainstorming with Zoe, a little sculpting, and a generous helping of alchemy, you create your very own super hip health food mascot. Coach, allow me to present to you... Before Zoe can finish her introduction, your mascot shoves his way between the two of you and runs screaming into the center of the gym. I'm Jake the motherfucking carrot. I'm a carrot of legs. Eat shit, everybody.
You tried.
My god. This mascot seems a little rude. Fuck off, giant orange man, screams Jake. I'm Carrot Jake. I'm a particularly good source of beta-carotene fiber, vitamin K, potassium, and antioxidants, bitch. Eat me. Put me in your body. You need food or you'll fucking die. I'm Carrot Jake. Carrot Jake somehow finds a handgun, which he begins to fire constantly into the ceiling of the gym. Everyone flees. You get detention and you deserve it. Carrot Jake is a bad mascot, and you should feel bad. You have two smarts, one fun. This is so stupid. In a totally normal way, Liam happens to sit at the same lunch table as the coven. Suddenly, you hear a loud gasp from across the cafeteria. Every single one of Zoe's mouths hanging open. You pull up a chair right as Zoe rushes over. Whoa, is that what I think it is? Liam and the coven sitting together? Do I smell a 5th season revival? Drop it. By the way, there are only 3 seasons: Fall, Winter, and Eternal Contemplation of the 5th of the Void. OMG. This is totally the classic return to a long-lost ally to save the world once again. Or maybe there's still some fire between Liam and Joy. Do you know anything about boundaries? Not really.
Always the same with you.
Listen, you. We're no longer allies, but that doesn't mean we can't sit at the same table or anything. It is literally just a lunch table, just a flat piece of wood with 4 legs. It means nothing. Quick, use your boundless compassion and wisdom to mediate this minor dispute between your friends.
Impressive.
Holy shit, you're right. Lunch table and cafeteria floor have some close contact going on right now. Oh, stop it. I'm never going to fall for that. You take a bite of your sandwich and a drip of ghost mayonnaise hits the leg of the table. It slowly drips down to the floor. The floor and the table both look immensely satisfied. Okay, fine. I ship it. You know what? Me too. Zoe is distracted by the table X floor hotness, which means she's no longer bugging Liam. He is silently contented. Nobody learned anything or grew at all as a person, but who cares? You're just here to hook up with sexy monsters and watch the cafeteria table impregnate the floor.
Let's go.
Okay, we're gonna do some more shopping because we need...
Stranger. Later, Gator.
Because we need... That'll help. And then
Let's go.
we can work on boldness and... On the way there, you run into Mamimi the Oni girl. She offers you some of her weird Japanese energy drink. You take a sip. It tastes crazy as hell. You need to check the contents of this shit. Guarana seed extract, benzoic acid, 50 milligrams of caffeine, and 100 milligrams of boldness? Well, it wasn't bad at all. You gain +2 boldness. Thank Mamimi and proceed to the bathrooms. You're washing your hands when you can't help but overhear Zoe, Miranda, and Polly chatting in one of the stalls. Oh my god, yes. Derek the worst slug is thick. I put him in one of my fanfics and there was more than a little authorial insertion, if you know what I mean. Derek is, as you say, thick, but my more refined taste predisposed me towards Chelsea the dapper succubus. Everybody wants to hump Chelsea. She's a succubus, that's how it works. You want to know who I like? Who do you like, Polly? Yeah, who? Tell us. You know that desk in Mr. Fishman's chemistry classroom? The one in the 3rd row, second from the left? Probably. What about it? I am thirsty for that desk. Check it out next time you got class in there. Tell me you wouldn't want to fling it around the room in a fit of ghostly rage. Polly's got a point. That desk is pretty built. It does have a certain refined quality, because the legs are made of metal and metal is literally refined. Ah yes, desk fuckers unite. Desk fuckers? But they're supposed to be you fuckers. You've got to concoct a scheme to get yourself to the top of their bucket lists. Again, amazing game. Confident in your objective sexiness, you create a tweeter poll pitting yours against the lady's other crushes. Initial results are heartening. They're way ahead of Derek and Chelsea, but by the time the polls close, one name has arisen above the others. That unbelievably sexy desk chair combo in Mr. Fishman's chemistry classroom, second from the left, third row. Furious and confused, you break into Mr. Fishman's room in the middle of the night, ready to dismantle the offending desk, and fall instantly in love. Crazy Martin, the werebear janitor, finds you dry humping the desk's hubby at 4 a.m. Whoops.
Let's go.
You find Liam bending over his burrito with intense concentration. He's obviously taken a food pic for a moment, Graham. He channels the silent energy of the moon. Zoe is right behind him, peeking over his shoulder and giggling. She channels the giggling energy of the moon.
Hey.
Liam, this pic is all wrong. Tell the burrito to smile with its eyes and make its cheese look less melty. And add a filter. Filter more. Filter again. Why must I constantly be disturbed while taking my refined food pics? No one understands my superior sense of frame. Maybe because that's my phone you're using? A fair point. My phone is charging. What am I supposed to do with this food in the cafeteria at lunchtime? Eat it? I think not. You purple dork. I'm just saying that if you wanted to reach true levels of Tex-Mex beauty, you should add the sticker of Jimin to your food. Nothing says good taste like pasting the face of a K-pop superstar next to a high school burrito. Per agio. For a moment, all three of you just admire the Jimin sticker. Liam shakes it off and regains his composure. Let's agree to disagree, timeless horror. Or, let's put Jimin in your dumb food pig. Stop it. Quick, fix this burrito moment-gram K-pop emergency. You had me at meaningless. I'll allow this nonsense. Yay! Now snap that thing. I must admit, Jimin adds a quiet, powerful pathos to this bean and cheese burrito. His appropriation of mainstream culture is quite satisfying. Zoe's pic goes mega uber super viral, and now the whole world is Jiminizing their burritos. Jeez, the internet is weird, but not as weird as your high school. Let's go, BB.
Let's go.
Okay, we can't go shopping. Cringe. Charm once more. Suddenly, you convince him not to throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears and you take advantage of that moment of weakness, throwing a ball at him. You lose -5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Problem sequel but isn't now, and you gain +2 charm. Everyone's favorite eldritch cutie patootie runs up to you, tentacles twitching with excitement. Penny, did you hear? Did you hear? TV streaming platform, trademark, is rebooting Senior Regular Samurai Frogs. I'm so excited, like OMG. OMG is right. Oh, miserable gods of TV. Why do you keep doing this to us? They're going to ruin SRSF for the next generation. Oh my god, it's this guy. Just like one that's... Chat, it's this dickhead. This neckbeard prick. Just like when the SJWs hijacked Human Hunters and they made that all-female reboot, now young monsters will grow up watching that and never know true happiness. TV streaming platform trademark already ruined Skater Cats and Venus and Ghetto Dolphins. Now they're going to ruin the frogs too. I bet they're all going to be POC and women anyway. They probably won't even be frogs. I don't know that they are making them people of color and women, but even if they were, aren't there female frogs? Oh, you would say that, but aren't there? I'm so confused all the time, Leonard. Why are you like this? Because he's a dick. At that moment, a middle-aged man pops out from behind what you now notice is a cardboard cutout of a bush clearly planted there for eavesdropping. Well, hello there, representatives of our sweet, sweet target demographic, he says. I couldn't help but overhear you I don't know how to pronounce that word. Succinctly encapsulating a generic argument about reboot? That's a big word. You've indeed feared just such backlash from you whippersnappers. Tell me, Do any of you have any ideas for how we can guarantee this reboot will be a success? I bet it would be absolutely impress any classmate you wish to romance. Impressing a classmate you wish to romance? Holy shit, that's like your whole thing. Plus, you can't possibly let Leonard chime in, so... Yes, of course, when adding new characters, there's always a danger of facing criticism unless the character is so awesome. Ooh, what did she add? A rabbit with a beard and tattoos who was also a motorcycle. Perfect. And he can have a PhD in selfies and kill any industry with a snap of his fingers, just like a true millennial. Plus, he's a national champion of dabbing. Let's go, baby! Are you kidding? This sounds like some pandering bullshit. Too late, man. He's gone and it's gonna be amazing. And it is amazing. TV streaming platform works fast and the internet works faster, so somehow, as is always the case, even within the timeline of it being a single school day the show was released, there's so much fan art, holy heck. It's so exciting to see such a healthy, thriving fan. Oh no. Oh god, no. Look, I love fan art of all kinds. Some of this is really bleak, like more preferred than I even want to get my tentacles on. And everyone is just arguing and screaming at each other and being so toxic and like, this was supposed to be a kid's show. No way you can look for anything about it online without being inundated with, we've ruined it. We've ruined the show. It's over. Ah, bummer. Such a bummer. In fact, you cringe. Don't cancel me on the internet for ruining a kid's show. Sorry, not sorry. No regrets. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Oh, that's very flattering. But I can never date you. You see, my favorite secret ship ever has been Penny X a bowl of cereal. Don't get me wrong, you're funny and sort of sexy, but what kind of person would I be if I destroyed my favorite ship ever? A monster, but like the bad kind. So...
What's this? A bad fic?
we got rejected because she ships us with cereal. What the fuck? To repent for the sin of making such bad choices, you were forced to walk around the school in the nude accompanied by a nun who chanted shame over and over while ringing a big bell. What the fuck? Well, I got an achievement for having a bunch of money, but we didn't get a good ending. Let's try that again. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Due to the obscene amount of fan art she drew, Zoe was taken by Jim Davis, renowned creator of Garfield, as his protege. Nowadays, Garfield still hates Mondays and loves lasagna, but you can bet he's into lots of weird stuff too. Farrah kept being fierce, strong, and stunning. Some haters once said adult life would put that mean bitch in her place, but you know what? Farrah ended up making adult life her own bitch. Polly took a summer job as a ghost... I can't believe I got shipped with a bowl of cereal. Like, what the hell? You can't smooch on cereal. Oh my god, look at her. She's the glizzy gobbler. Look at her eat those hot dogs. I need to see... Okay, good. That still works. We will do one more run for today and call it stream. Because I'm honestly having a ton of fun with this. It's silly, it's funny, it's absurd. It's very lewd, but it's so good. Shop now with a paper map. And some images. Ah, yeah, love me a girl in a tux. Oh yeah, and they even put in fan art made by people. Which, it's super cool getting to see fan art. I don't know how long it would take to get everything in the game. How many achievements are there? Okay, I got the achievement Epic Loser. I've been rejected for the first time. There are 52 achievements. I have 5. Oh, you can make a custom character? One of the achievements is make your own custom character in the mod. So I was like, yo. Oh, okay, so you just import textures and stuff. That's how it works. And then you can... So maybe at some point I will commission art of myself as a Sphinx girl and do a run of this game as a modded character, because that'd be fun. Oh, I can get mods? Ew. There's a lot of mods. Cheesy peasy. Okay, I'm definitely going to, at some point, commission art of myself as a Monster Prom character. And it'll be fun. One final full game, so we can skip that. Vicky, as always. Also, I should probably start using lowercase letters. There we go. Yay. Okay, what question do we get this time? A radioactive possum just bit you. What superpower did you get? Probably rabies? I'd go to a hospital immediately. The incredible power of writing fan fiction so compelling that the actual creators of the TV show decide to go with my ideas and crazy ships. The superpower of always choosing the right combination of emojis to get the desired reaction from all people, seducing my loved ones, burning my enemies, settling any argument, and even conveying... Nah. Democracy is just broken. What would be the best way of choosing the leaders of modern society? We create a reality show called America's Next Top President, where the candidates compete in all kinds of physical and mental challenges. Voter turnout would increase and we return a profit on it. We put all the candidates in an empty room with a wild grizzly bear. Whoever kills the bear should be our president. If everyone dies, then it's obvious the bear should be the president. Yeah, I like that. School just isn't working out. Time to go into stripping. What's your stage name? Fucking Nikita Nipple? My name plus the naked. Excuse you, I wouldn't be the stripper. Oh honey, I'm the damn pimp. Kawaii pussy uwu. Oscar Wilde. Fuck fest triple explosions. No, obviously we're kawaii pussy. We have to pick kawaii pussy uwu. What would be the most appealing in a love partner? A very assumed personality, kawaii eyes, a big horn, sharp wits, 50 gigabytes of RAM. That's a lot of RAM. A taste for party, kawaii eyes. Honestly though, if I was to be, my name would be Penetration for reasons. That is literally my gag name for comedy purposes. Charm, we need charm. Let's go, baby. You're enjoying the sound of no ear-splitting shrieks filling the air when suddenly an ear-splitting shriek fills the air.
Disgusting!
Zoe, what is this abominable nonsense? How dare you so much as think such filth, much less write it, much less put it on the internet? Miranda, I honestly have no idea what you're so upset about. I'm simply expressing myself through the noble art of fanfiction. By writing a story about me, a noble and beautiful mer princess, and a forbidden romance with Nash O'Mahone, son of the Prime Minister of the Air Kingdom. The Prime Minister, Zoe. I would never date anyone from some socialist nightmarescape with the Prime Minister. This has nothing to do with you. It's not set at Spooky High, it's set at Creepy High. And the Mer Princess is named Marmanda Vanderbunt. That sounds nothing like Miranda Vanderbilt. They barely even end with the same 4 letters. Don't you know the last 4 letters are the most magical and important of all letters in Mer monarchy culture? Why, I should have this drivel ripped into shreds for the libel knife, the cutlery used by the most scathing of reviewers. See, Miranda, you're nothing like Marmanda. She totally would have gone with the slander spoon. I simply cannot stand by while my friend, classmate, and inferior publishes such air people sympathizer nonsense. Oh dear, this could get ugly, than it already is. Better step in and help a lady out. Which lady, though, is up to you. Leave Zoe alone, Miranda. Don't you see she's done you a huge favor by exposing the treachery of Marmanda Vanderbunt? You need to go to Marmanda, not Zoe. Penny is right, Miranda. Haven't you ever heard the phrase, don't shoot the messenger? Oh, certainly yes. Loads of times. That's what all of Daddy's messengers say right before he shoots them. But of course, Zoe is merely a classmate in subject acting in this case as a messenger would, so killing her would be inappropriate. Not covered by Daddy's insurance. So tell me more about this devious Marmanda person and her relationship with Nash O'Mahone. Well, as you can imagine, their love is inherently tragic and beautiful since they come from the Mer and Air Kingdoms respectively. I describe it as a typical star-crossed lover story with a large portion of hurt comfort tropes since it is set during the Mer-Air War. Yes, and where might I find this Marmanda so that I might bring her to justice? Oh, all the usual places, fanfiction.net, AO4, she's definitely real and probably hiding from me somewhere far, far away, like a desert. Anywhere where you won't interrupt my fic writing.
Spoiler alert, you rock.
I mean, I like some good herd comfort myself. Who doesn't? Thanks for that, Penny. Amanda Vanderbun may be an extremely thinly veiled stand-in for Miranda, but she's my extremely thinly veiled stand-in for Miranda. I'm excited to continue her romantic adventures, and I hope you'll join me. By join her, Zoe means read her fic, which you realize when she sends you a link and a reminder to review. But hey, she's sharing something she loves with you. +2 creativity and +1 charm. Let's go, baby!
Let's go.
So this time we are not going to buy the item that gave us a lot of money and kind of murdered our stats. When you get to Damien and Zoe's table, you find yourself in the middle of a pretty tense situation. Dahlia and Damien are sitting right next to each other, chewing their lunches way too hard and furiously ignoring each other. Zoe is staring excitedly at the two of them, phone out, ready to film.
OMG.
Is this it? The final showdown between Stormy Blue Nightmare Dahlia and Spicy Red Baby Damien. Is today the day the Aquino's family are finally claimed the 8th circle of hell? Alright guys, I've got my phone camera ready and rolling. You can start the bloodbath whenever you're ready. Any second now.
Go get a life.
Give us a fucking break, will you? We're not gonna resolve this centuries-old dispute between our families in this cafeteria. It's anticlimactic. Yeah, I'm just sitting here because Damien's so scrawny and insignificant I didn't notice him before I sat down. And I'm just sitting here because fuck you. Yeah, fight. For the last time, it's not dramatically appropriate. Zoe does not respond. Instead, she wordlessly slides 2 knives across the table and waits patiently. So what's your play here? Will you convince them to fight, or convince Zoe there's something even juicier going on? What? What? Number 1, I don't have feelings. Number 2, if I did, none of them would be secret sexy feelings for this blue raspberry crap copter. Oh my god. Fucking crap copter is a great insult. I'm even angrier than Damien about your inaccurate assumption. It's just another way in which I am superior to him. I'll kill you for this. Later, because right now I am eating lunch, and lunch is not the time for climactic slaughter. Only regular slaughter. Oh ho ho ho! Their words don't fool me. I can see the sexual chemistry bubbling below the surface, like a river of boiling blood. It's adorable. Hey Penny, I noticed you haven't tried to fight me to the death either, if you know what I mean. You're pretty sure you do, and you're all about it. Damn straight.
Let's go.
It is a good thing we are, in fact, very much not straight. Let's work in creativity. Looking around for a distraction, you spot Scott proudly flexing while Zoe sits before him, frowning into her notebook. Oh, we had this one already.
What?
Well, that just means I know the answer.
OMG.
So creative, let's go. Oh, let's go, even more. So we have creativity at 11. Let's get charm up. This should go better because we're kind of actually focusing on stats. Amidst the battle, we spot a did that. We're going to help Zoe with her math homework after, but you notice her surrounded by a crowd of sinister cloaked figures. She seems pissed about it. Guys, stop it. I don't want any dead goats. I'm at school. We understand you perfectly, Lord Zigord. This is a test. We must bring you even more dead goats to satisfy your dark hunger. What? No, that's the opposite of what I said. And I don't go by Zigord anymore. I'm Zoe, okay? Z-O-E. Can we take a rain check on that study session, Penny? I can't stand to be around these jerks. Yeah, you dickheads, don't dead name her. You don't dead name a girl. If she's Zoe, she's Zoe. Zoe brushes past you on her way out. The cultists stare at you with unconcealed awe. Well, okay, it's concealed by the terrifying masks, but still. Zigord addressed you by name, and you did not go mad with pleasure. It addressed you almost as if you were an equal. It passed within inches of your frail mortal frame, and what's more, it mentioned rain. Could it be that it was referring to the fabled storm of cerebrospinal fluid, which will one day come to quench all sanity? Brothers, sisters, bow down before Penny, for she is clearly the prophet of Oh, no. I don't want any of your nonsense. Please, O prophet, guide our worship, for we have noticed of late that our Lord appears dissatisfied with the sacrifices. The blood of many goats once pleased Zigord, and yet now we do not understand what has changed. That's pretty obvious. Perhaps, given your special relationship with our incomprehensible master, you could suggest a new sort of sacrifice that would please it. Yeah, fuck it. You've got nothing better to do. You decide to be a prophet for the day. You tell them that what they should be really sacrificing. But our harmful prejudices are precious to us. Their habit remain reliably unpleasant. The better to unplease Zoe. Maybe that's how it was with Zoe, you explain, but Zoe's got an entirely different set of standards that don't involve being a bigot. Wisdom truly is subtle and deep. Very well, bring out the prejudices. One of the cultists steps forward with a steel-banded box stained with blood and scorched by fire. You're not sure exactly what's inside, but it smells pretty racist. Oh my god. Now, bring out the vat of acid we always carry around. Where were they keeping all this stuff? Those robes must be really roomy. Now, dissolve the prejudices in acid. Go on, do it. The box dissolves with the box dissolves with the sound like 1,000 grandmothers disapproving of your gender identity. We are suddenly unprotected from new and radical ideas. The revelations are flooding in. Could we that we have been jerks? Alas, it is true. And it is true also that our Lord demands from us one further sacrifice. It is the greatest sacrifice of all. We must sacrifice the past. The name Zigord is gone, perished along with the dark timeline that gave it birth. Here and now we rededicate ourselves to a new cult. Cult of Zoe. Wow, that worked way better than you expected. Maybe you can dissolve the prejudices of other bigots in acid too. Or maybe you can just dissolve the bigots in acid. Either way, you gain +2 charm and +1 boldness. Let's go. I mean, dissolving bigots in acid is a good way to deal with things.
Let's go.
You sit with Zoe and Damien. Damien seems angry, but in a low energy way, which is very weird for him. You feel the urge to check. Don't talk to me, fuck mice. I have a cold and I feel like shit and I just want to drink my soup and murder someone. What's that adorable little cup you're drinking from? What? This cup is not adorable. It's a trophy that I took from a super buff dude after I killed him. But it says #1 son of all hell on it. Yeah, well, maybe the buff dude was the #1 son of all hell before I killed him and took his soup mug. Shut up, don't look at me. Damien's cute. Okay, well, if you have no sentimental attachment to it, I guess you'd sell it to me for 10,000 money? Yeah, right, like you have that much money. Dude, I was an eldritch deity devouring souls for centuries. You think I never took their swag along the way? Give me the cup. No, it's my #1 son of all hell mug, and you can't have it. Get away from it with your tentacles and your mouth and your invasive questions. Why? Why? Why should I get away? Why? They could go on like this all lunch, but maybe if you jump in, you can curry favor with one of them. Of course the cup couldn't belong to Damien. He's the number 8 son of all hell at best. Ooh, I'm picking up what you're putting down, Penny. Yeah, I guess you're right. Damien is a pretty lousy demon son. What? No, I'm not. No, I heard that you were. I heard that your dads don't even like you. No, that is a lie. My dads love me. My dads love me so fucking much. My dads loved me so much that they had dwarven slaves in the 6th circle of hell forged me this number 1 son of all hell cup. And they gave it to me because they think I'm the number 1 son of all hell and I'll treasure it forever. Gah! Oh man, it would have driven me absolutely insane not to know whether that was his cup or not. Aw, I love when we get to see a glimpse of the Damien's soft side. And hopefully you'll get a glimpse of Zoe's soft side on prom night. You know, wait, that sounded so skeezy, I take it back. Tana said something nice about our favorite eldritch cutie pie instead. Prom. That did sound really skeezy, but it's funny.
Let's go.
Let's work on fun. Everything else is doing pretty good. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. Oh yeah, we did that already. That's too fun. Hey, Penny. I didn't expect to see you here. Don't you love how at Spooky High we have so many friends and you never know who's going to show up too? Here's the plan for today, girls. It's the Coven. Joy, Hope, and Faith. You know our names? Of course. So cool to see you guys. Say the thing. Say the thing. What thing? The thing. The thing. You know, the thing. Say it. Say it. Say the thing. We're here to save the world. It's so great. Remember when I was trapped in a totem? Remember that? And you guys are all, don't you understand what you brought from that shop? Your totem was Zagord, ruler of the Dark Realms, an agent of destruction. We must dispose of the totem before the world suffers. Yeah, sorry about that. No, are you kidding? That was awesome. And then someone stepped in and succeeded or failed at something. I don't really remember. I've lived through so many events and things in my life, it's hard to keep them straight. Don't know how to keep me straight. I mean, what? But the point is, it's all fine now. Now we're on the same team and I'm totally ready to join the Coven. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't get us wrong, it's nice for someone to appreciate how hard we work to keep the world safe instead of trying to belittle and or sabotage us. But you can't just... Well, look who it is, we meet again. Okay, I'm not gonna fangirl Squee. I'm not gonna fangirl Squee like that. I'm also not gonna say that. I will throw out my voice if I try. Oh my god. My ears are bleeding. Who are you? What are you? Why are you? Oh my gosh, I'm a totem. I mean, I was a totem. I was a high school girl. No, I am a high school girl. Sorry, I'm just, oh gosh. So listen, I know most people are about that geometry life, where they assume that the reason you often turn to the good side for bad again is because your deep forbidden love for Joy. Never. Joy means nothing to me. I feel nothing for her. I feel nothing ever at all. A beautiful, manly tear trickles down Dimitri's face as he stares into the distance. Right, yeah, totally. But I've always been rooting for Hometry, as in you getting together with Hope, not like Hometry from my fanfic for you forced to work in a brothel. Oh my god. I'm here for one reason or one reason only, to take from the Coven their cursed bloodstone. I take no pleasure from seeing their smiling faces, and I will take no sorrow in seeing their corpses. Fine. Okay, Coven. How are we going to defeat him? You're not in the Coven, Zoe. But at that point, everything around Dimitri has caught fire somehow in the deadly glow lights of his dark but very sexy smile. Time to find a way to get out of this whilst getting Zoe into the Coven. Right. Yelling things does seem to be one of their more effective moves. That's so reductive of the hard work we do saving the world. You don't care. Most of the work they do interrupts those sweet prom shenanigans you engage in to try to woo one of your most charismatic classmates. So you jump in with your best Coven impression. Justice will triumph. We're here to save the world. Friends before fiends. Okay, those are actually pretty good. Ha. Pretty good indeed. As good as exactly what I intend to destroy. And also, I'm very pretty, so there's that. Though your dark soul may try to snuff out our light, we will always light the match of truth and goodness. Ooh, I want to try. Can I try? Let me try. Vile creature of darkness. Zoe opens her mouth and blood gushes forth, flooding the room. Ooh, and here's another good one. She opens her mouth again and a swarm of scarab flies onto Dimitri. What? No, my precious corporeal form. I should not be eaten by bugs. Not today. These creatures will not consume my flesh the way my heart was once consumed by... No, it's in the past now. Never again. Darkness is my calling. That was horrifying. Horrifyingly awesome? Actually, yes. I guess you can be an honorary Coven member. For today, at least. Hooray! Woohoo! And it's all thanks to you, Penny. Can't wait to have more Coven adventures. Well, that might actually not be terrible, maybe? Did Zoe just make the Coven cool? For now, at least. You know what else is cool? +2 charm and +1 fun. Let's go, baby. We are cooking.
Let's go.
Let's do money for once. Not that we really need money. Actually, no, let's do smarts. Let's be a nerd. That day, you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain 2 smarts. Just find Zoe and say hello. She seems to be in a pretty good mood.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Penny. Sorry about running out on you before. I was just overwhelmed by all that cult stuff. Speaking of them, they've actually been a lot better lately. They're still pretty clueless, but at least they haven't given me any more dead animals. I wonder what's gone into them. Well, better not to mess with success.
We out.
Anyway, I gotta go study for my ambush finance midterms later. As Zoe leaves, you notice your cultists peeking around a corner. When she's gone, they sheepishly approach you. Hey, Penny. Praise be to you for your unholy wisdom and stuff. We were just wondering, did Zoe say anything about us? Did she like all the dead goats we were not giving her? Are we using the right pronouns? We all love her so much, and we want to make sure she's as happy or unhappy or ruthlessly insane as she... Okay, see, these guys have the right spirit. These guys, they mean well. These guys mean well. I love her the most of all. Who said that? Whoever you are, you can't possibly love her more than I do. I'm the one standing at the front. I was standing in front last time. We all look the same because we're all wearing masks. Silence. You can't silence me. You're not my grandmaster. Well, someone is, right? I mean, we have a grandmaster, don't we? What kind of cult would we be without a grandmaster? We don't, do we? Well, that won't do. Please, Penny, grace us with your wisdom. How should we choose a grandmaster? Indeed. In the past, we have often contorted our forms in dark rituals in order to better comprehend the state of our dread leader. But this will be our most unwholesome transformation yet. Still, it must be done. Bring forth the backpacks and their 3-ring binders. Throw open the vaults and despoil them of their phone charms. This is going to be the best semester of all time. The cultists disperse throughout the school in their new gear to get the full spooky high experience. And soon. We have learned a great deal in the past 30 minutes. Most of all, we have learned that high school is essentially a glorified popularity contest, where the side of wanton drug abuse interrupted by occasional learning. We are a drug-free cult and have sworn off learning as part of our pact with our dread leader, but the popularity thing gave us an idea. We are hereby elevating our most popular member to the role of Grandmaster. Rad Phillip, please step to the front of the group. Rad Phillip steps to the front of the group. He looks exactly like everyone else, but that's swagger. So cool. Just by watching him, you gain +2 charm and +1 fun. Howdy, howdy, hobo face. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a great Wednesday.
Let's go.
In fact, we're in an ad break. I will go to BRB so we don't do anything while the ad break runs.
In the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap gay. Frogs friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay. Frogs. Won't you fight for your life? for you. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay. Frogs. Won't you fight for your life? Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. I don't like a frog. Gay. Friggin' frogs. Frogs. Friggin' frog crap. Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs.
Again, howdy, howdy, hobo face. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Zoe is right behind him, peeking over his shoulder and giggling. She channels the giggling energy of the moon. Liam, this pic is all wrong. Tell the burrito to smile with its eyes, and make its cheese look less melty, and add a filter. Filter more. Filter again. Why must I constantly be disturbed while taking my refined food pics? No one understands my superior sense of frame. Maybe because that's my phone you're using? Fair point. But my phone is charging. What am I supposed to do with this food in the cafeteria at lunchtime? Eat it? I think not. You purple dork. I'm just saying that if you wanted to reach true levels of Tex-Mex beauty, you should add the sticker of Jimin to your food pic. Nothing says good taste like pasting the face of a K-pop superstar next to a high school burrito. Purple Agio. For a moment, all three of you just admire the Jimin sticker. Liam shakes it off and regains his composure. Let's agree to disagree, timeless horror. Or, let's put Jimin in your dumb food pic. Stop it. Quick, fix this burrito moment-gram K-pop emergency. What if we use the Jimin sticker where he's contemplating the existential notions of death, meaninglessness, and the void? You had me at meaningless. I'll allow this nonsense. Yay, now snap that thing. I must admit, Jimin adds a quiet, powerful pathos to this bean and cheese burrito. This appropriation of mainstream culture is quite satisfying. Zoe's pic goes mega, uber, super viral, and now the whole world is Jiminizing their burritos. Jeez, the internet is weird, but not as weird as your high school.
Let's go.
Some more creativity.
Give me your
Oh,
money.
shop. Give me your money.
Later.
Yeah, that'll up our creativity. Let's go. I think Zoe likes creativity.
Let's go.
Let's go to the bathroom and work on boldness. That day, you skip class to just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You gave 0 shits, but you gained +2 boldness. You notice Zoe with a huge grin on the amalgam of chaotic nightmares she has used to form her face. It's adorable. Henny, hey, guess what? My latest comic, Who Watches the Watchmen, Have Sex, just got published in Weird Tales magazine. I worked so hard on it and it's finally out there in the world. Nothing can ruin this moment for me. Except for this dickhead. That sounds like a challenge. Leonard, come on, why do you always have to slide into my DMs? Delighted moods. because I must shed light on injustice wherever it arises. What about world hunger, global warming, income inequality, human trafficking? You didn't let me finish. I must shed light on injustice wherever it arises in the world of fandom specifically. Oh. Cool.
Social justice warriors win again, sir.
Oh my god, I hate this dickhead so much. It is not cool, Zoe. It is not cool that publishing houses are showering attention on marginalized authors just because inclusivity is hot right now. Oh, shut up, Leonard, you absolute dick. I mean, look at you, you've got it all. You're purple, you're allegedly... Oh, fuck you, Leonard. Fuck you. You're allegedly a woman, you come from a hideous dimension beyond mortal comprehension. Any magazine would die to be able to associate you with its brand. But it's all a shallow marketing stunt, and what's worse, it's distracting from the real injustice that the liberal media is too scared to discuss. What about the artists who aren't part of some cool, sexy, underrepresented minority? What about us? How are we supposed to get recognized? Shut your fucking mouth? If I was to entertain all the BS you just said, I'd say, I don't know, maybe through a combination of talent and the numerous connections and avenues you have available to you as a privileged member of society? Don't you use the P word around me, missy. If I'm so privileged, then how come my comic Zombie Sluts on Fuck Island still has yet to be published? Because you spend all your time complaining about non-existent obstacles instead of getting better at art? Perhaps you have a point. Oh, no, wait, I forgot you were a girl. This can't possibly be my fault. It's much more likely that the entire industry is biased against me. Looks like there's only one way to solve this. You're way ahead of her. You're saving the gem of Garoto to resurrect your family in case they all died tragically for some reason, but this seems just as important. You reach into the monster realm, or to the nether realm and summon Velasquez, Goya, Picasso, and El Greco. Wait a second, these aren't famous painters. These are the stars of Soon Your Regular Samurai Frogs, a classic cartoon from a simpler time. Velasquez, you like my comic better, right? Hey dudes. Thanks for bringing us back from the hell in which we now reside, but you don't know anything about art, do you? Nope. All we know is about the Warriors Code and eating lasagna. I knew it.
You suck.
Cute prank penny, but totally useless. Oof. Now what are you going to do if your whole family gets killed for some reason? You lose 2 fun and 1 boldness. Womp womp.
Let's go.
In a totally normal way, Liam happens to sit down at the same lunch table as the coven. Suddenly, you hear a loud gasp from across the cafeteria. Every single one of Zoe's mouths is hanging open.
OMG.
Okay, we got this one already. So I should have the right...
Always the same with you.
Gasp. Did you just say the word gasp, like out loud, instead of just gasping? Sorry, I'm still getting used to non-endless despair deities emotion sounds, like psh, and and especially but you're totally right. This is obviously a ploy to keep me off the scent. Holy moly, I can't wait for this season. Zoe looks overjoyed. You better start practicing your own emotion sounds. Yay. Pizzazz and mwah. I mean, I'm good at those sounds. Especially yay.
Let's go.
I'm very good at yay. Let's do some fun.
Show me that money.
Oh, right. Well, I was gonna work in fun, but I didn't realize she was there. Cringe.
Let's go.
Okay, fun again. For realsies now. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. Casually chatting with Juan, the small, magical Latino cat. You start telling him that hilarious story of what happened last summer at Monster Camp. You know which one. The one involving the beehive, the blow-up doll of the president, the penguin mask, and the mystery of the Goblin King. Slowly, lots of people start joining you to hear the story. By the time you say where the Goblin King was, 100 people or so burst into hysterical laughter. You turn on a mobile app that captures all the laughter and turns it into +2 fun. You're chilling with Zoe, watching her draw cute little chibi characters getting eaten by nightmare fluid when Leonard's— oh god, not this dick again. Hey, your art's not bad for a girl. I might have a major opportunity for you. Oh, cool. As much as I hate your casual sexism, I love opportunities. What's up? I'm looking for someone to do a custom drawing for my YouTube channel. It'll be me, but with sunglasses, and my muscles are huge, and you can tell from my facial hair that I'm right about everything. Yeah, I'll probably do that. No guarantee that it won't drive your viewers insane, though. If they go insane, then they weren't true fans to begin with. That's great. Let's talk a little more about what you want, then we can negotiate a price for the commission. Excuse me? Price? Exposure to my 284 YouTube subscribers isn't good enough for you? Yeah, it isn't. Wow, typical. Here I am, trying to give you the opportunity of a lifetime, and you can't think of anything but money. Did you hear me? 200. I have almost 700 followers. I have more than you, and I'm not a bigoted prick of a person. That's just right now. By the end of this weekend, it could easily be 285 or 286, and from there it's just a few orders of magnitude until I hit 600. A real savvy artist would understand the value of getting in good with me while I'm still on the rise. Anyway, too long, don't read. No cash right now. I'm investing all my capital in my craft in the hopes of maybe someday becoming a YouTube sensation. You're an artist, do it for the love of the art, or whatever dumb fucking reason artists have for doing art shit. As Leonard pours more and more garbage words out of his mouth, you can feel the air around Zoe turning into pink tentacles of wrath. Uh-oh. If you can't broker a deal between these two, who knows what will happen to reality. Maybe you can convince Leonard to pay with something other than money.
Hard pass.
Whoops. What in the 9 dimensions of unspeakable torments makes you think you can negotiate on my behalf? I have no interest in Kappa kidneys. I only eat angel kidneys. You know, the kidneys of David Boraines, acclaimed star of TV's Angel. Those are collector's items. These kidneys, though, I wouldn't eat them even if they were signed by the entire cast of Firefly. Fine. I'll take my limited edition signed kidneys elsewhere. Congratulations on missing out on a once-in-a-lifetime exposure opportunity. Leonard flounces away. Wait, does he really have his kidneys signed by the entire cast of Firefly? Now you're kind of jealous. You lose 2 fun— well, I screwed that up.
Let's go.
Well, we still have a lot of stats. We're still in good with Zoe, I think. Hey, Calculaster, I'm making a quiz so students can figure out which spooky high vending machine they are. You're friends with the vending machines, right? I am friends with every person, friend Zoe. But like, are the vending machines people that you're friends with? That is a rather insulting question. Yes, vending machines are people, and yes, I'm friends with them. Oh, so vending machines have feelings? Of course they have feelings. Which feelings? I do not know. I am a terrible friend. Aw, man, don't be sad. We can figure this out together for my quiz. How can we talk to the vending machines about their feelings?
Oh,
Did someone say obsessive online research? Maybe. Yes, it was Penny. Let's do it. Calculator, pull up the manuals. Manuals acquired. Opening section 23D. Discerning your vending machine's mood. It says here that there is an analog switch on the back of each vending machine that sets its emotional state. Let's go look. Looks like they're all set to crushing despair. Why are they set to crushing despair? That seems to be the factory default. Should we change it? Best not to factor or tamper with the factory defaults. Okay, hey Penny, as long as we're doing exhaustive online research, want to go down an online encyclopedia hole with me? There's not a hole you wouldn't go down with Zoe. You start at vending machine, emotional states, and end up at dark rituals specifically involving cabbage. That is true. There is not a hole I wouldn't go down with Zoe.
Let's go.
Let's go to class and work on our smarts. That day, you're the first one in class. You sometimes come early because you enjoy talking to the teacher. He's a bit bitter, but in a cool way. He treats you like an adult, and the two of you discuss life and stuff in a very snarky way. Look at you, excelling at cliched movie tropes. You gain +2 smarts and +1 valuable life insight that will help you face the difficulties of being young. Zoe looks particularly perplexed, and you're perplexed as to why you would have paid good money for a DLC if not to date Zoe, so you decide to butt in. Oh, hey Penny. Mrs. the Loch Ness Monster wants me to embrace my heritage by driving someone insane for this practical assignment. But I've just done that for so many millennia of Fallout no marketing eldritch horror. I don't know how to find my way back to it as a high school girl. It's like when you listen to your favorite song from middle school years later, only to realize that now you only ever drive people insane when you're hungry and want to feed in their minds. Ah yes, followed for more relatable content, I'm sure. There's all the classic stuff, of course. I could boil and freeze their blood alternately until it flows no more. Or maybe cause each skin cell to grow conscience and fight about politics until they destroy each other. Leaving only muscles and bone free to the elements, free to an uncaring god above. But that's the Gorge, you know? That's not Zoe. How would Zoe drive someone insane? Yes, of course. How did I not think of that? There's nothing more insane than fan art. Almost no other artistic medium can take anything, even a kid's show, and turn it violent or pornographic or both. Sup, fuckbeers? Did someone say violent and pornographic? Yes, it was I, Zoe, with no ulterior motive whatsoever other than sharing something magical with my best bud Damien. Also, what I actually said was violent or pornographic, but I think that counts, right? Oh yeah, I'm definitely good to go on that. As that vampire gal says on the Bachelorette, let's do the damn thing. Great. Just pulling up some super normal pervert art pieces. Very standard stuff, right? Ah, yeah. Those people are naked, and their dicks are huge, and their boobs are huge, and they're doing sex things to each other. This is great. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Those toasters are naked somehow, and their dicks are huge, and their boobs are huge, and they're doing sex things to each other. This is less sexy. And this is just a mouth opening forever, both in and out of the computer somehow. And this is violent porn again. Here we go. Wait, it's covered in eyes. Eyes are everywhere, all over the computer, out of the computer, on the ceiling, on my hands. Oh god, oh god, oh god. We did it, Penny. We drove him insane. You sure fucking did. Violently and pornographically. Luckily, the effects will surely only be temporary, since nothing seems to really last for too long at this school. But hey, in the meantime, you gain 2 smarts and 1 charm. Let's go. On to our final week. Let's work in boldness. But you don't stop there. You want the world to know how reckless you are for the rest of eternity, so you do some graffiti on the wall. The graffiti says, "I'm bold as fuck." And you know what? It turns out the wall is a magical wall that grants wishes. What a wall. A deep voice resounds from within the wall and says, well, not bold as fuck, but maybe a bit bold, and then you gain +2 boldness. Oh boy, that's an opinionated wall. Anyway, lucky you. Zoe bounds up to you with even more of a pep in her betentacled step than usual. Hey, Penny, aren't you so excited about the con coming up? Con. I know what you're thinking. Which con? Con, the Condiments Convention. Con, the Con Arters Convention. Nope. It's Con, the convention for ultimate fans. And I thought maybe we could be ultimate fans together. Hell yeah. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, I'm sorry if this is too soon to ask this. I mean, it's hard to determine the relative appropriateness of brief intervals of time when you've been around in various forms for millennia. But would you want to do a couple cosplay with me? I mean, if you can think of a good enough pairing. Yes? Yes? Hell yeah, you would. And you know the most perfect couple cosplay pairing ever. You should just... Oh, Naruto and Garfield. I mean, sure, yeah, I was into that at one point, but like not anymore by a long shot. All about Sasuke and Garfield. Just think about it. Even just at a pure aesthetic level, which sounds better. Naruto or Sasufield? Sasufield by a mile. And in the end, isn't that what makes it a great ship, the combined name? Come to think of it, it's not really a great portmanteau and Penny and Zoe be our ship name, is there? Not saying our ship is definitely sunk, but I think I need to dock the ship in the harbor before I take it out again. Damn it, you knew your name should have been something cool like Diak. And then you and Zoe could share that could be Zodiac. Is Diak a name? Whatever, you should have thought of that before having a stupid name like Penny, okay? Well, we have lunch and one more
Let's go.
session to try and salvage this. Oh, there's no Zoe though. You approach the couple's table. It looks like they don't particularly want to be disturbed, but luckily for you, you don't understand the social cues. You sit down. Oh, hello, Penny. I'll admit, we were looking forward to spending some quality time alone during lunch. But I can understand why a lonely single such as yourself would want to share the warmth of our undying affection for each other. Isn't it sad how so many students at this school spend their entire time here without ever knowing what it's like to share one love, one mind, and one digestive tract? It would be selfish of us not to share our joy with the unloved masses. Please, feel free to join us in our lunchtime couples activity. We'll even let you pick the activity. The couple slides you a piece of paper with two options on it. Why were they even holding such a note even before you join them in their table?
We're made of
Oh, we love charades, don't we, Tate? Tate raises one meaty fist and a slow, clumsy thumbs up. Alright, let's play. I'll be on Tate's team and you'll be on your own team. By yourself. We'll go first. Tate slowly stands up, begins to raise a hand, and... Ooh. Robert Downey Jr. from Iron Man 3. Tate gives another thumbs up. It's maybe a little bit unfair that the couple shares a single brain. Your turn. In order to play charades without any teammates, you must be both the guesser and the performer at the same time. You try to split your mind into two separate minds. You're ridiculously unsuccessful, but just trying to do that gives you a headache and for creativity. Okay, let's see if we can get one more successful.
Let's go.
I think stats should be fine, so that we're going to have some fun. Everything is fine until Juan, the small magical Latino cat, asks what you think you're doing. Damn, you didn't remember, you suck at dancing. But you decide to go all in and pretend it's a new dance move. Apparently called a groovy musaka. Juan looks at you and he asks you to teach him the groovy musaka. In no time, half the party is following your steps, enjoying the groovy musaka together. It's a party to remember. You gain +2 fun and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday. Finish what you're doing and are about to settle down for some quality slacking off when Zoe's cultists come shuffling over. Greetings, mighty prophet. Your disguise is so convincing today. You look for all the world like an ordinary high school student. Yeah, cool. You ask them what they want. Want is a concept alien to us. We receive everything we could possibly desire through communion with our dark mistress. But, we need some advice. You see, tonight is the recurrence of an event which used to bear great significance to the cult of the Zagord. It is the night when the bloody moon passes between the jaws of Dracolich Peak, causing this realm and the plane of torment to merge. We usually plan all kinds of events for, I'm not gonna try to say that. Ritual cannibalism, profane summonings, a partial reading of Dianetics, But the cult of Zagord is no more. We are the cult of Zoe now, and we want to do something to show Our Lady of Endless Regret how much we've changed.
Let the ritual commence.
As you have not led us astray, O great and terrible prophet, we humbly petition you for advice. What ritual would be worthy of the mighty Zoe?
Disgraceful.
A cute slumber, but we trusted you. You were simply trying to force our Dark Master back into the slumber from which he emerged ages ago.
Just give
Enough of your lies, heretic. The cultists grab you, strip you naked, and paint a lot of really unattractive sigils on you using a fluid you hope is only blood. They're just sharpening all of their very unorthodox knives when, thank you lucky stars, Zoe appears. Hey, stop that. No sacrificing my friends. Bad cultists. Friend? But this non-believer has been scheming to return you to your baleful slumber all along.
Pass.
Oh, I'll go ahead then. I might have screwed this one up too. Zoe turns around and leaves you alone with her cultists. Definitely not who you wanted to be left alone with. Well.
Zoe in. Let's go.
Finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Prom together? Well, you're worthy of my grace. It means I like you. Yay! Zoe's words come off a bit weird, but later you discover in some conspiranoia forums that your reality is just a poorly dubbed version of the original reality. And after much investigation, you unravel that in the original timeline she actually told you she loves you. Aww. That's good. No one can censor your potential relationship.
You're the Naruto to my Garfield.
Chat, did you just hear that? She said I'm the Naruto to her Garfield. Let's go. Prom night was rad. You knew that during countless millennia, Zoe devoured the sanity of millions of people, bringing demise to entire realities. Yet, on prom night, she blew your mind in a very different way. Wink. Penny, most likely to become an expert on Bulgarian cartoons. Zoe, best waifu, absolutely. Hooray. We got the good ending. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Zoe's many years of researching obscure trivia for her steamy fanfics paid off. She got a great job, and she got a job as a consultant at a company who makes fantasy sex toys based on beloved pop culture characters. Now she rakes in the big bucks designing blueprints of stuff like the cock of the Demogorgon or the vagina of the Statue of Liberty. Oh boy. Calculator uploaded his mind into the net. It finally became the internet. Now, surfing the web is 200% nicer. Farrah kept being fierce, strong, and stunning. Some haters once said adult life would put that mean bitch in her place. But you know what? Vera ended up making adult life her own bitch. For those 6 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone just like that. The battle for monster prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Yay! We got the good ending with our eldritch schoolgirl waifu. Which will be the last run we're doing for today. Also, look, she's the glizzy gobbler. She can eat so many with all those mouths. She's our sweet little glizzy gobbler. But man, I absolutely love this game so much. Like, it has so much replayability because there's so many secret endings you can go for. You could try to date all of the different characters. You can get the good endings, you can get the bad endings. And there's 4 of these games so far. So Sunday, since we're not playing more Resident Evil 3, we are instead going to play Monster Prom 2. If that sounds like it'd be fun. And then at some point in the future, we'll play the 3rd, and I will pick up the 4th to play. Howdy, howdy, Martin. Welcome, welcome. Monster Prom has been treating me really nicely. We got the good ending with the eldritch waifu. And look, more fan art. We unlocked more fan art. And even more art, of which there is a ton. It is such a good game. And I like that they just have, like, you can unlock all the, like, the extra art of, like, the game and stuff, like the characters, like design draws of the characters. And like seeing like the early design of the characters. But yes, this girl right here is Best Girl. An eldritch being who decided to so I dated, so let's see, we did him first, we got the bad ending. We did her, we got the good ending. And then we did her. This Best Girl right here. And Zoe here is an eldritch being of incomprehensible nightmares who decides to transition into being a high school girl. Yeah, she is literally just an eldritch being who decides she doesn't want to be an eldritch being, she just wants to be a high school girl. So she's literally trans. She's easily the best character. Like in the base game, there's a special event ending and you can unlock where you meet her and decide to take her eldritch form to prom, and then they added a DLC for this game that introduces her high school girl form as a dateable character. And she's literally trans. She goes from just being an eldritch being to just being a high school girl who really, really likes anime and really likes to ship Naruto and Garfield together. Well, I wouldn't say the Naruto Garfield shipping's pretty cool, but the rest of her is cool. Yeah, like literally when you get her good ending, she says, you can be the Naruto to my Garfield. She has really interesting tastes. But it's fun, it's funny, she's great. Yes. This was always. This is definitely where we're gonna be done for today, because. Because. I definitely remember people saying that. I originally had an appointment today, so I would have ended at this point anyway, but that appointment got rescheduled to tomorrow. Still, we did 4 runs of Monster Prom, so that was really fun. Like, that was a ton of fun. So, let's see. It was fun. But yeah, like I said earlier, I got some emotes cooking. I commissioned a friendo to draw me some emotes. So I got some emotes cooking, some new art cooking that's being drawn. Got a lot of stuff cooking. I had an amazing time. Monster Prom is so good. It's fun, it's lewd, it's spicy, it's violent, it is amazing. It is also a lot of talking, which is why I'm only doing this 3 hour 40, because I've been yapping the whole time. Yeah, I'm certain the emotes are going to look so good once they are finished. Because the artist who's drawing them is a very good artist, great art. So for now, so I can rest my voice, because Friday's going to be more yapping, since Friday's abiotic factor, and Sunday's more yapping because I'm doing Monster Prom 2. So for now, let us find somebody to raid into. I got somebody I could raid into. No Twitch. I don't want TwitchCon tickets. I have no interest in going to TwitchCon. Oh, you're not a problem. Let's see, raid. We are gonna raid into Dairy Seal today, who is playing Town to City. Oh, is this like a build a town game? This looks cozy. I've never heard of this game, but it looks like a town builder, so this is cozy. So let's see. Absolutely. So as always, my lovely catfish, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday and rest of your week. And remember, Big Sis loves you always.